It's time for another Power Play show with Coach Frenchie, Andrew Lepage, in our tap, and Michael DeVillano. It's time, Power Play show. OMG, we are back directly from Thailand. This is, guys, unbelievable. I have so many things to talk about. First of all, the chat is rock and roll right now, and I just want to say thanks so much to be there and wait for me. This is about like forever. I never thought it would take so long to be back on live. This is a testing tonight, honestly. I wish I could have all the another camera to show to you what I look like. I'm halfway of the where I'm supposed to be, and I'm just testing when I have some problem logistics, and I move here in Thailand. Nothing bad. It's just an adventure, and everything. When you have a challenge, you have always a solution, and I'm still working on different things. So, but you cannot believe how much I'm so happy to be here with you, and I miss each one of you. I don't want to miss talking about one specific person, but each one of you, you are really important in my life and in my heart, and I cannot tell you and express more my gratitude to be with you again for year number 3. We're not launching right now today, the year number 3. You have so much work to do. I know Stratic said, is it the first? No. We launched the year number 3, guys, September 6th, 2022, Tuesday at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. And you're going to see all this fun new stuff we have. That's really, I believe, the good positive of the things. I took a couple of weeks off, maybe 2 weeks possible. I cannot remember. I think Tuesday next week. I flew Sunday. So this Sunday, and I'm so messed up right now because here is Saturday morning, 8 o'clock. So we have 11 hours difference between you and me if you are on the Eastern time, honestly. And that's what was happening about that. I know the chat is moving. And I still have a problem because the camera is maybe higher and my computer is lower, so I cannot read. If I have to read everybody, I have to drop my head down, but I will do it. And usually I will say everybody one by one, welcome in the chat. But because we have so many people already, I just want to wishing you welcome back in the live stream, the Hockey Nation Live show. Honestly, tonight is a Power Play show. And then welcome in the house. So, like I mentioned to you, we have a friend, what's going on behind you, Coach? You don't have no background anymore. No, unfortunately, I did not bring my green background with me. It was too big to carry on in Thailand anyway. And I think I want to change this anyway for the year number 3. This is my new location. I live in Pattaya, Jombian, in Thailand. It's a small condominium, about 48 meters. Now I have to change all my metrics, honestly, now. And that's what happening to me. And I just got in yesterday. And now I got the internet. The internet is 5G, so I'm very happy about this. But again, I tried my mic. My light is not perfectly great. I'm in the fun location. But if you watch me on my videos, on my Facebook page, everything like that, you can see exactly where I am and all the beautiful place. I'm right there on the beach front, on the water. Honestly, this is maybe a paradise. And last night was my first time I walk around here, my new location. Beautiful. Anyhow, that's what's happening. I know I'm going to ask, follow all the chat in the next few minutes. So don't go nowhere. I apologize if I don't ask you a question, everything like that. I will answer a little bit later. Honestly, I just want to give you a little bit an update what's going on with me. And so that's what we had here, the live stream. and I was testing this. I have another big challenge. My computer struggle. My last day, I leave Florida for Thailand. 2 o'clock p.m. I take off everything out, and turn off everything. And then for some reason, my computer start to be strange, and it looked like I have a CPU problem. So I have a backup computer. I honestly have three, but so I don't know this one how long, because this one I like it. Everything is in, and so I have to maybe make some new purchase. Anyway, that's another challenge. So, and the last 10 days, I was between hotels. So it was really difficult to do a live stream. I will wait. I make a couple of Habs daily news. And yeah, I make a ton of videos from my other channel. I did not do anything yet, but I will definitely show to you the area, everything like that. And really, really interesting country, to be honest with you. Yes, do you talk Thai now, Coach? Yes, I use 3 words so far. So that's what my full language, right? Thailand right now. But it's okay. I love it. When you don't know speaking your language of them, you show picture, you use translator, and you find a way. And that's the beauty of what I love me, is when you come to another country, you find a way to express your words and language, everything like that. So, did you go out, Coach? Yes, I gone out 3 times. I really love Bangkok, by the way, and I really enjoy right now Pattaya. And yeah, it's really strange. I could show you different things, guys. It's unbelievable, honestly. If you're a single man, you can get married 5 times in 1 week, but that's another subject anyway. Let's talk a little bit. People in the chat right now, I look like you guys. You're amazingly. I'm shocked to see each one of you here right now, and you look like we never left together. Ron, Vinny, Salah, and our tap. I really find authors a couple of times in our tap, and Bangkok guy. I want to, yeah. Anyway, I will talk a little bit later. Our captain Danny of the moderator is in the house. Miss Kelly back in the house tonight. Welcome aboard. Thanks to be with us. La plus vieille poutine du monde de Drummondville. Welcome aboard. Thanks to be with us. And we have some other people. Strasic, I saw a little bit earlier. Yann Gionnet. Our assistant captain moderator, Mr. Jose Duarte from New York, is in the house tonight. Welcome aboard. And look like each one of you is missing each one, and then you always back together and talking. I love it. Mr. Bobby Bag of Donuts, the Donuts is back in the house tonight. Mr. Bobby, honestly, I apologize. I know you sent me an email. I didn't reply to you, and just like the time and everything, but I will definitely texting you. Bobby, you can text me. It's pretty cool, guys, by the way. My phone is with Sprint, and I have 20 years loyalty as a customer, over 24 now. And they give me a free roaming everywhere in Thailand. So I can text. The only thing I cannot talk, well, I can talk. I have to pay live call. Otherwise, everything is free. Unbelievable. So I don't have to use a Thailand phone number. And that's what's happening with my phone. So you can reach me by texting at any time. Mr. Luc Lafortune from l'Ange Gardien est dans la maison du Hockey Nation Live Show. Thanks you to be with us tonight. And we have a couple of people show up. Don't forget, guys, click on the likes. And then I don't know, but right there, whatever it is at this moment. And yeah, so honestly, we can move on now, guys, with question. If you have any question, if you want to ask anything you want to ask about hockey, my life, since we left the last time and everything. And so far, looking good here. Mr. Lester Choi. Mr. Lester, guys, I have to a story about this. You can see his name in the chat right now. Welcome in the Hockey Nation Live Show, guys. Lester, he's from Singapore. He's a part of the hockey over there. And I met him during my trip. And he one of the reason he helped me a lot of everywhere, shopping and everything, subway, the train, and of course the evening to go out. Lester is a great man, guys. So he's a part of now the family. Welcome him if you don't have the mind. No, if you don't mind. Lester is from Singapore, and glad to see you aboard, Lester. Honestly, he's a good timing for him. He's 8:15, or maybe not India, maybe 10 o'clock. I'm not sure, honestly, is the time over there, but honestly, we're going to have Lester to join us live at some point, talking about a little bit the hockey in Asia. He's really connected with hockey around China, India, Thailand, everything. So we're going to have Mr. Lester with us in the next couple of days for sure. Very nice person, by the way. We miss you, Jose. Of course, I miss each one of you, and we appreciate everybody about that one over there. Mr. Alexis Dubuc, directement dans la belle province de Québec, il est de retour avec nous ce soir. Mr. Alexis, welcome aboard. Alexis, la seule chose que je vais te dire pour l'instant, c'est que Ken Hughes, il fait ses devoirs. Avant qu'il prenne une décision, il consulte, il parle avec les gens. Il veut être certain. Comparativement à Marc Bergevin, il était vraiment seulement lui. Mais Ken Hughes utilise une équipe ensemble quand il prend des décisions. C'est vraiment intéressant de voir Ken Hughes et Jeff Gordon working together. Miss Kelly, San Jose trade Hill instead of Rimmer. My brother thinks Rimmer may go at the trade deadline top. I don't think so. It's really interesting why the Vegas did not try to get Rimmer or to get Kakkonen, because I think the best goaltender over there was Kakkonen, honestly, and maybe they would not. Maybe San Jose does not want to trade him. That first of all, but I think Vegas could be a little bit better. The Rimmer is a consistency, a very low maintenance, a really good professional players, and I don't see him 9:15 1 hour, Lester. I don't see Rimmer leaving at the trade deadline. At least, I think you will have other goaltender better at some point, like Jake Allen, example. Is of course at his last year of his contract, like Rimmer. So, your brother is a great point, but I don't see at that moment, Kelly, that what could happen with Rimmer. Mais sa vision, c'est quoi, Hughes comparé à Bergeron? C'est vraiment... sa vision, c'est vraiment le développement, l'analytique des joueurs de hockey, et then certainement la culture de travailler ensemble. Thank you so much, Danny, about this. And remember today that Hoffman may be going to Edmonton for Barry. You thought about this. That's a great point, and I'll talk about this. I heard this news between the Edmonton Oilers that the fact, like, I thought at some point it was two players together. I think it was Armia and someone else, Whiteman, together for Barry. But now because the Oilers trade for got Ram Murray, I think that trade rumor is off, and Hoffman could be a good asset for the Edmonton Oilers and Barry for the Montreal Canadiens. So it's a win-win for both situations, honestly, in our tap. That fixed their problem for both teams. The Oilers need some depth, and the contract is only $500,000 more, I believe, Hoffman over Barry. And that's fixed right now, the power play for the Montreal Canadiens. And Montreal would be a little bit better with Dyson Barry versus Mike Hoffman at the end of the day in our tap. Montreal always need a right defenseman, a quarterback. And I think Barry, he can produce those kind of minutes for the Montreal Canadiens. So it would be interesting. This could happen. Bobby said Hundinger signed with Dallas, a 3 years, 4 million contract. Yes, you're absolutely right. Look, this is really interesting. My next question would be, okay, Jacob Robinson, how much he get and how long he was going to get. So this is the only RFA for the Dallas Star to sign for the upcoming year. And that's secured the goaltender situation now with Ottinger and Whitewood. Scott Whitewood is the backup over there. They still have Kapanen with them, but he's maybe returning in the American Hockey League at some point. San Jose want another foregone for the second round. Yeah, possible, Kelly, but again, I don't think so. Anybody who's going to get a second round pick for Reimer at 35 years old, almost 34 years old at this moment. They just get Hill, a younger goaltender, at 26 years old for a 4-round pick. So I don't know the desire of San Jose at this moment. Anyway, they don't have any other goaltender, so I don't think so. They will trade Reimer at some point at this moment. Renaud, welcome back, Mr. Renaud. Thanks to be a part of the Hockey Nation Live Show. Because, Renaud, the trend between what you mentioned is because the position, the goaltender now in NHL, the highest salary is about $6 million, 6.5. This is the highest one. Now you're going to tell, oh, the carry price is at $10 million. Vasilevsky is a 9.5, a Bobrovsky. Well, you talk about the top 5 best goaltender. So the average goaltender right now is around $5 to $6 million as a goaltender number 1, and they put on the template of their salary cap $8-9 million maximum on the goaltender both together contract. So that's what the new direction of until they increasing the salary cap, Renault. So you cannot compare the salary of the forward versus a goaltender. Secondly, Ottinger have an amazing, great performance against Calgary, but he still have to show more. So it's a great bridge contract for both parties. I believe at the end, Ottinger become a UFA. I have to look about this because you have some trend clause or classify rules at some point when you become and when you sign your contract, entry-level contract, and number the game, everything like that. So I don't have it in front of me, but it will be at least a UFA or RFA at the end of his bridge contract. Great contract for both parties at that moment for me. You're welcome, Kelly. It's a pleasure for me. Bobby, Coach, do you think Vegas is waiting to see if Mike Stone held if it's out the goalie play to put Stone and then is make a play for Varlamov? I don't think so. I think for me, the Vegas show already their colors about the goaltender. I think they want to go with Thompson, Bronsois, and Hill, and that's enough for them. I don't think so. I think if they lose Mark Stone, Patrick Kane, Jonathan Taze is a center. I don't think so. But it would be interesting to open up some money for them to get another good players. But I don't think so. They will open up a direction of Varlamov if Max Stone leave. I think Stone right now is to see what he look like. I don't see they will put it right away. We have to wait for the main camp, but it's something interesting to follow up with that injury for the Vegas Mike Stone. Mr. Luke, I believe Luke from British Columbia. Welcome aboard. Thanks to be a part of the show tonight. Coach, what do you think of the Patrick Kane saga? That's a little bit normal for me because it's a team going to be in rebuilding completely from the scratch, and right now Chicago is on the driver of the bus right now because they can't wait until they get the one trade they can make with the asset they're looking for. So what I'm talking about, they may be looking for 4 players, and that's including different picks or prospect. And for me, that's what I believe. They wait for the right deal. Um, if you said which team, I still believe Edmonton #1. Rangers is my underdog of that Kane situation because Rangers have potentially a lot of good players to get, a lot of young players to get trade. Example, I will say to you, the defenseman Longvis, the prospect Hoffman. That's the 2 right there. And then you have the goaltender Garland. I'm not sure they will open the door, but at some point, Garland is going to get big in return. Because I don't see Garland to be the backup for Chesterkin for 9, 8, 10 years. You see Garland with Team Canada. I know he's a small player, goaltender, but still, his potential could be high in NHL at some point. So it'd be interesting about this, but I still believe they are there. Now, they talk about Dallas. They talk about other team, Islanders for Kane. Kane will go where he wants to go. I think another team you have to think is the Los Angeles King. It could be interesting, that team over there. But like I said, Vegas, Rangers are my top 2 team could get Patrick Kane at some point. By the way, if you don't mind, if you can tell me what you feel about my voice or the sound of the live stream, let me know. That would be great. And then what we have here, would you go after Longvis if you are Gordon? Hey, go. We just talk about him. It's funny, sometimes I said some word, I don't see the next question, everything like that. Yes, I think Montreal talked to the Chris Drury about him just to feel what he's looking for. But I'm not sure if Montreal now has what they're looking or what Rangers are looking for. Now, the Rangers are honestly, so what they are missing, some depth and some right winger. Honestly, they will maybe, if they don't get Kane, Josh Anderson could be a player maybe they were looking for. Now they can go with Mike Hoffman. That's the only 2 right winger I feel could go to the Rangers. Now, if they get, I think the Rangers want to see what it looked like. Grazov is come back with the team now. But again, Montreal can use Josh Anderson to get Longvis for sure, a long term. But I think Anderson can get a little bit better some point with other team to get a first-round pick and something else. So it's a very great defenseman, right defenseman. But and the ladder of the prospect for the Rangers, he's not, like he now threw about 8 years contract. Adam Fox, now Schneider is in front of him, so he a little bit stuck behind them. So it'll be interesting what he look like for the upcoming year. Along this, Mr. King of the Gamer back in the house tonight. Wow. I'm getting excited now. I feel like we are back. Sorry about this. Welcome back to Leaf Swimming. Coach, send the year 2000. Who is your first second pick player in the NHL? Who is your favorite second round pick? Are you talking about overall or the second round pick? So that would be something to look about this. Since 2005, you have so many, honestly. King, I would be interested to do a little bit more search to give you the best of the second round pick. Unfortunately, I don't have my second computer with me right now. I can go there, King, but I can insert you a little bit more. Alexei, what do you think about Owen Beck? Alexei Beck is really another underrated. Everybody talk about Shane Wright as a #1 overall pick. Now, I'm not said Owen Beck is like Shane Wright, not at all. But the way he play, he's a little bit the Philippe Dano Alexei of the OHL. Beck is really, 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 really smart. He could become a doctor. He's really good, well balanced at school. live, everything. The kid is amazingly great, smart, intelligent hockey player. So for me, he's going to be an amazing, great bottom six for Montreal Canadiens at some point. Of course, he need to improve. Of course, we need to see his development. Now, can he become number two? We'll see. He's still small a little bit, but the kid is amazing. Is someone, this year, we're going to follow a lot of NHL prospect Montreal Canadiens a lot this year. We're going to give you every week something new. And I was going to tell you what's going on next year, but I'm not going to get there. But Alexi is a great, I really love Owen Beck, and he could be a first-round pick during the last draft in NHL 2022. RJ Calabro is in the house. My friend RJ, first of all, I miss you a lot. I miss your update. And welcome. I know you right earlier, and I did not mention you. RJ guy is a great asset for the Hockey Nation Live Show with all the update. We love you directly from New Jersey. Thanks so much for everything. He just gave us another. See, I can do this. I did not do this yet. I apologize. See. I'm still a rookie now. I need to get back on the track. Thanks so much, RJ, for the update. Of course, JD Miller signed a contract of $7 million. I just make a video earlier, and yeah, so that's what happening about this. I heard from RJ. Here we go. And not that Kelly thing on me tonight. Salah, I cannot remember the Habs ever having so many quality prospects. It's a great point, Salah. Montreal have a 51 NHL prospect. Never happened. The highest number, it was 43 a couple years ago. 2015, I believe. And this is the biggest number they never have. So the bright future is in front of us for sure, and I can't wait to see that. So that is a great point to mention about this. Mr. Buck Monkey is in the house. Salut mon Puck, comment tu vas mon ami? Comment ça va? Puck, thank you to be a part of the show. Puck, I would love you to email me back if you don't mind, coach@coachfrenchy.com. I have a couple of things to talk to you. If you can do this tonight after the show or anytime, I need to reach you. And the best way, or email me on my Twitter account, that'd be good about that one over there. Mr. William Snyder, back in the house tonight. William Snyder, welcome back. Oh, by the way, guys, we don't have no Frenchy quiz tonight. I was here for about 30 minutes, and now I'm going to go a little bit longer. Why? Because I'm testing. So that's the reason I'm doing this. And but I will be more frequently back normal most of the time. So don't go nowhere. Possible tomorrow night. We have Friday night for you. I'm Saturday. So tomorrow night, maybe do our last Let's Talk Abs live stream tomorrow night. We'll see if we have a couple insider with us tomorrow night, but it's possible we do this tomorrow night. So stay tuned. Check your notification. Please click on the bell, and that will tell you exactly when I do a video, when you have an update, everything like that. And I re-invite you to join us. Let me check. We have time, right? We're not going nowhere, Coach. We have time to do this. Coach, let's get the picture. I did not take the picture, guys. You know, I'm not organized like I was before. But Coach, you have this for you guys. This is the launch year number 3, guys. September 6th, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. We're launching everything, and that's what happening. We're going to give you all the new show we have, the new programming for year number 3. We have a lot of different things going on. We have a new contributor, guys. We have a really great people going to join us for the year. We have a new sponsor for the show. We have friend guests already in lineup for the upcoming, and we have a couple of contests and everything like that's coming very soon. So I can't wait, guys, to start to talk about this very soon. So please join us Tuesday night, September 6, 2022. Why you didn't announce it before that? I have no clue if I have internet or not. So that was the reason, guys. I just starting to do it today. Ron, I have a question. Welcome back, Mr. Ron from Utah. Do you think Portland come back for season 25? What will be taken? Oof, I don't think so. If you want my feeling, he could, of course, back in Switzerland play hockey. That's what he's looking for. But I don't think, I don't see which team could use him. What would be the purpose behind that? He showed last year he was at the end of the end for me. But I don't see this right now. I think for him, a possible Shara should be the end of the career this year. How could the Habs commit 3.5 AAV at 4 years to Dak when another sign Romanov for 2.5 AAV? We think Romanov is more talented. That's different things. First of all, Renault, Dak is younger to Romanov. That's the first thing. If you negotiate with Lomariello, that's another kind of situation, right? And then Montreal, I'll be honest with you, and I explained on my video yesterday, I believe, or today. I apologize, I'm so messed up. But I said, I'm a little bit shocked they gave him a $3.5 million on a Renault at 4 years. I thought he's going to be 1.8 at 2.5 a 2 years contract. That was my thinking about that. If they go with 4 years at 3.5, the Montreal Canadiens knows and expect him to become a solid player. I don't see other ways. That's a lot of money for me. But this is a rumor coming from Eric Angels for Sportnet, I believe. So it would be interesting if this going happening, Renault. But like I agree with you, not compared to Romanov, but compare for what the other players signed a bridge contract at 21 years old. At 3.5 is a little bit higher number. Coach from Inotap, would you trade Kidney, Hoffman, and a 424 Grassup along with? Yes, definitely. Why, Coach? Because I think Kidley is about between 15 and 20 in the prospect NHL for the Montreal. Secondly, I think as a forward is about 6 to 10. And I think because the player impact right now in our tap is Kidney. Now, I think if you are Rangers, that would be no for your proposal. I think you will have to add a second round pick with that one over there in our tap. It would be like made a bit more sense for that. Thanks so much for your commitment, for your post, King. If the initial season starts today, who do you think has the best forward lineup in NHL? Oof. Quick on my head. The DPS, I'm not sure, but I will say to you, Carolina is one of them. The Rangers guy have a lot of good, because nobody talk about Sammy Blais is coming back this year. That's another great addition over there. You're going to laugh at me, but Montreal Canadiens is maybe the top 10 as a forward. And that's as a team. But the forward, they have a solid forward. They are not star like McDavid. I understand that. Calgary is another team I will be looking for, and I will have to go all the way like this, team by team. Honestly, King, geez, King. I'm just coming back. You put me on the on the on the spot right now. I have to think a little bit deeper about this one over there, but right away come on my head is one that now Tampa Bay, of course, they have another good team. Ottawa Senator. The only thing I would say the bottom, the line number 4 is a little bit strange to me, but the top 9 is really solid over there. Well, Colorado, yes, but they don't have the second center for me. The Los Angeles King would be interesting to look about this a little bit deeper. And that's what the team coming on my head right away. King, hopefully this answers you. Mr. Carl, back in the house today. Carl, thanks to be a part of the show. Alexis, je crois que j'ai répondu. Alexis, it was for me. C'est un joueur qui pourrait devenir un two-way center. Philippe Dano, s'il développe bien, for sure. Mr. Roger Delaney, welcome in the house. Roger, we miss you, buddy. The brother of the brother. Time to unroll the red carpet is back in the house. Mr. Roger, Habs #1 is in the house tonight. Thanks so much, Roger, to be with us. We really appreciate it. Hopefully you're doing well. And time to go to bed for you, my friend, because you have to wake up at 2 a.m. Stratic, Montreal should sign Chris Russell for the league minimum. And the problem, Stratic, first of all, is a good point. But the problem is that Russell is a left defenseman, and Montreal have a ton of players, left defensemen, like they could give away. If you think about this, all right, Madison, Edmondson, the 2 regular right there. And then after that, Jordan Harris, Schoenemann, Cooley, right away, right there. And then I can go deeper. Norlander is another one over there. Maybe try to get a job over there. So they have a lot in front of them before they get Russell. And I don't see the necessity to give this a contract for him. But it's easy, Mr. Putin. I live and I just move in the country. So, about that one over there. Let me fix this. I put a lock. That's the reason why. Buffalo is also a dark horse to keep Kane. Yeah, so that's a good point about this in our tap. Now, I will say to you why they're not going to get it. I love you in our tap, but I just try to always give you another perspective. Kane, born in Buffalo, Kane knows the area. Kane is looking to play with a team going to make the playoff and chance to win the Stanley Cup. Buffalo is not there yet. Buffalo have no goaltender. Buffalo is a team is getting there. I think for me, Kane's going to go for the team with more chance to win the Stanley Cup. That's the reason I would say to you. And they have the money, but I don't think so. Is they are ready to sign a player like Kane at this moment in our tap. Mr. Gator Rock Tim T is in the house. Gator, guys, a move in Thailand is at the north from me. It's about 10 hours from me, honestly. Is at Chiang Mai in Thailand. We talk each other. Gator helped me a lot during time I was moving here or flying, and we talk a lot together. Gator gave me a lot of great tips. Advice for Thailand. So thanks, Gator, for everything. Let's reconnect together. I know for the last 2 days we was busy, everything like that, but I got my condominium, everything. I will give you some update a little bit later for everybody at the end of the show for sure. Everybody talk each other. Thanks so much, Bobby, for the sound. Really kind of you to let me know. I think goes to the. It's a great point, Ron. That's what two location, two location maybe. I still believe the underdog for me is the Rangers. Thank you, Danny. I know I look sexy, right? Oh no, the sound is sexy. All right, I'm sorry about that, Danny. But a lot of you said, Coach, he's not like he was before. Like he's not excited. He's like everything. You have to remember, guys. Like now, when I was going to be live with you in the morning, it would be like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning for me. So my energy will be there, but my excitement all the time, I don't think so, because it is what it is, right? And but still, I can wait the season restart in October, and I can wait to present to you guys this Tuesday. I let you know again. September 6th at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Please come to join us. You'll be excited. We have a lot of good stuff. I'll be honest with you, and maybe not they make a lot of video, but for the last 3 weeks, guys, I work a lot on new stuff. And I think you have 2 years, I really believe, as a turnover for my channel. Year number 3 have to be a turnover. Year number 5 is really where I need to reach what I'm supposed to be. So this year is really where I need to shift. If not, it's something I need to rethink. But this year we have to double everything. Anyway, we're going to talk about this Tuesday. And thanks so much for everybody. Thank you for all the comment about my sound, everything like that. Roger, welcome back, Coach. We miss you so much. First of all, thanks so much. Very thankful for you, Roger. And I miss each one of you guys. You are my family. That's how I describe this. You are all my family. Each one of you part of my family now. And I wish I could be with you every single day, everything like that. And I can, but you're the one make my life better, happier every day. And I realized that during my trip, where this is who it is now. And it's a big challenge. It's commitment. It's adventurous. And but I'm not afraid. You know, I know you cannot see the background here. I will make a video for you guys, and I will show to you what it looked like. Possible I can. I don't think so. I can do it, but I will try to do it. I'm going to make. I'm working right now to use that phone as a camera, and I will put it the background, and I think I can make this possible happen. So anyhow, thanks everybody for your kind of word. Because it's important for me. Let's start. Here we go. I cannot believe. I feel like I read your mind all the time. We need to see your new condo view on the background. Yes, let's start. Is because I use like a camera where it's focusing like at 1 to 2 feet, and then turn like a little bit like a cinematic zoom, and that's what it's very difficult to see that. And unfortunately in the back, but we'll definitely show to you a little bit later. Sorry, good. Thank you so much, Roger. Thanks so much, Roger, and both Roger. Then we have, I'm looking for that one over there. Carl, Danny, thank you so much here for much.
Super Chat.
We have a super chat, the first super chat, ladies and gentlemen, from Thailand is coming for our friend Luciano Graziano. Here we go. Oh my God, I can do it again. Super chat. Luciano Graziano. Reverse chop chop chop.
Oh, yeah.
Super chat. For a long time, I did not do it. Oh my God. This one's funny about this one over there. I lost the sub. I don't know where's the sub anymore, but oh, the sub is right there. Hold on, guys. I'm working on this one over there. Wow. Super chat, Luciano. Thanks so much, my friend. Always a pleasure. Email me, Luciano. I have something to ask you if you don't mind. That'd be great. King said a second round pick. Yeah, I will do some search. King come on my mind right away. Right away. Jacob Robinson is a good one right away. But I can give you more information about this. Coach, is that coconut water you are drinking? No, but I don't know if you can see this, guys. It's a bottle of water, Coach. What's wrong with that? I don't know. Is it like 20 ounce, maybe? I don't know. The cost of this, guys, is 18 cents. That's a bottle of water at 7-Eleven. They are 18 cents. Everything is cheap over there. It's crazy. But another subject, another time. Mr. William, Coach, who do you think would be better in the Battle of the Alberta Flame or Oilers? Oh my God, you guys, you put me on the spot to this morning or this night. Great question, William, by the way. And some of you debate me a lot before I leave, and I said the Flame are really a great team. And they said, no, Max Strom, every time that. I still believe the Flame are maybe a better team overall this year. I know I'm going to get some tomatoes pitched on me, but no, they are better to Oilers. That's a good question. Some of them can add more players. I don't think Calgary can do. I think the Oilers can do it. When you have McDavid at Tresado, everything could be very good, honestly. I will go with Oilers slightly. I almost the same. The problem is because Max Strom have an interview with the 32 Top yesterday, and he talked about his nightmare is the Oilers, and that's the only thing is a problem for him, right? So, but I will go with that one over there with the Oilers. Great question, by the way. Mr. Alexis Dubuc, que pense Vincent Rohrer, guys, a guy born in Austria, followed the path of Marco Rossi for the Minnesota Wild. And it was his first year in North America. I believe he played with the 67. Yes, he played with Tyler Boucher. So did pretty good overall. He's small. He needs some muscle mass. But the kid is really smart, really good speed, good vision, good shooter. It's another one where the Montreal expect him. Now, can he make the NHL? All depends, Alexis, how he's going to develop. The potential is there. He needs to have a little bit more time in OHL. I expect him to have 80 points this season in OHL if he play no injuries, of course. But it could be another good prospect for NHL. Can he make the NHL Montreal Canadiens? I'm not sure. But again, when we talk about Hudson, Rover, and maybe Owen Beck, this kind of players can use in the future as a prospect trait. Why you said that? Because look about the Rangers. Rangers now are close to become, they are maybe a contender for the Stanley Cup. And when you miss one piece of the puzzle, or two pieces of the puzzle, but that's what the bank of the prospect NHL help. So Montreal are not there yet. But think about 4 years, 3 years. Montreal could shifting now to become maybe a top 10 team. I don't know. I cannot predict the future. But it's something that may be possible to do this. By the way, guys, Lester, our friend from Saint Cabo, is a big fan of the San Jose Sharks. I forgot to mention this earlier about that one. Lester, I apologize for that one over there. Stratic, coach, will you still stream Habs game in the morning for Thailand? Yes, Stratic. If everything look good, my only concern, like I said, guys, it's all new here. First, I'm happy the internet work. It looked like so far I'm almost hitting 1 hour. I'm still live, so that's good. I'm live. The second, the problem is the live streaming. I'm going to be behind. That's the only concern or the only problem I can see right now. So it is what it is, right? But I would definitely go. How many seconds, how many minutes? I have no clue. I have 2 ways to see the game, and I will definitely try to get it fastest, but I'm going to be behind. The good news, year number 3, you're going to hear something Tuesday night where we're shifting something, and I'm excited about that. So at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? But are you going to be live like you was before? No. Come on, coach. No. Why you said that, coach? But because I'm shifting other things. We have a new programations coming very soon, and it's going to be different. We're going to be live a lot, but different. That's one thing changed. And my hours to work is 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock a.m. until 11, 12 p.m. Then I'm off until 6. Then I'm going to make something else from 6 to 10. Then I go to bed and then go restart. So that's my projection of my day to work start very soon, honestly. So that's what's happening about this strategy. Hopefully this answers your question. Mr. Yann Jeannet from New Brunswick, il est dans la maison de Hockey Nation Show. Welcome back, Mr. Yann Jeannet. Yes, sir, a quiz, coach. No, I don't do any quiz tonight. And why not? It's because I want to testing, guys. It's coming soon. And yes, so that's what we're happening about this, guys. I'll be back here. Yeah, that's a ton of prospects. So many of them are looking really great. Yeah, absolutely right, Salah, about this. Mr. King, where can we expect a player like Philippe Mézard to be on their lineup in the future? Do you think he can be a top player in NHL? Yes. His speed is really great, King. Now, how he's going to develop for the next 3 years, we'll see. I don't see him with a Laval Rocket for the upcoming year. I think he needs to be in the OHL. I cannot remember, is Kitchener or Kingston? No, I don't think so. It's Kingston. I think it's a Kitchener. Hone is right. And the guys, I could be wrong here. And I don't have my second computer to pick it up this one. But Mézard will be a good year in the OHL. And then we'll see what he look like. But expecting at least 3 years for Philippe Mézard. But expect him to be a great right winger in NHL at some point. Bien, ça fonctionne bien. Bien, merci, mon Yann. Merci de nous le dire. Oh, by the way, coach, thanks for the picture of the string at 6 a.m. this morning. Is it not big? Big shrimp, Danny? The first thing, I buy it because I said this is for Danny. And guys, it's amazing. So in Thailand, it's called the night market. What is this night market? So they have a booth, maybe 6 foot, 6 by 6, I don't know. A ton, like back to back to back, side by side by side, face to face. Unbelievable. All food. $2, $3 if you want more, $1.50. Chicken, seafood, fish, everything. Unbelievable. And then you go to the mall in Bangkok. They have floor, a specific floor example, all about electronics. Over 100 store, It's not like a big store like Nordstrom. I'm talking about, I don't know, 10, 12 by 20 maximum. And everybody sell the same thing. I'm always the same thing. It's just crazy. I make a lot of videos. I did not produce yet, but guys, I have a blast in Bangkok. At a point, I was worried if I would not prefer Bangkok. My first 3 days in Pattaya, I struggled. And I was in the north of Pattaya in a hotel where I was really bad. Not bad people, or it's just poor. And I was just not the right hotel, honestly. But I got my first massage from the woman over there. Really great massage. I need to do it again. $6 with the tips. It's called a Thai massage for 1 hour. Unbelievable. That's crazy. Am I? But anyway, then I moved downtown for 2 nights. That's what I realized. That's what I like. And then I find my condo in the south of Pattaya, a little bit outside of Pattaya downtown. I don't want to be nosy. I don't want to be with a crowd. And here, guys, is, wow, this is what I'm looking for. I dream about this. And I wish you can see the back behind me right now. I see the reflect of the ocean. Unbelievable. I just want to thank God and everybody because this is amazing. This is the paradise right now. If this channel work, I don't ask for more. So thanks so much. Good afternoon, good to see you a while. Kelly? Luc, pas de quiz, good, j'aurais pas l'air stupide. Luc, t'as jamais l'air stupide, mon homme. T'as toujours l'air d'un très bon homme, très bonne personne, mon Luc. On t'aime beaucoup la façon que tu es avec nous. Question, is a contest to meet Matthews? But first of all, Kelly, my first day in Bangkok, guys, I was at a hotel called Siam Design Hotel. It's about a couple of meters from the MBK shopping mall. That's my first location I went. You don't believe it. The entrance to go there is a Tim Horton. So I took the picture. I think I sent it to in our tab or Danny about the Matthews is in Bangkok, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so that's why I met Lester the day after that. But you have a Tim Horton in Bangkok, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of North America restaurants are in Bangkok most of the time. Pattaya, guys, is what kind of city you can remind us? I would say to New Orleans. That's what it is. And you learn quickly about how this works. The lady boy, the lady drinks, everything like that. The one thing I was happy, guys, I think I'm a pretty good pool player. I played pool a lot when I was younger. When I was coaching hockey, it was my pastime, honestly. And I did not touch it again for the last 5 years, maybe. And when I went to Bangkok, I hanging at the bar where I play pool. And I play like hours. And yeah, that's happening. But I did not fall apart. I did not go down with anything else. I'm really smart. At my age, it's not important anymore. Those kind of situations. I've been there. I did it. I'm younger, but not who I am right now. I heard you, Roger. All right. Serena just 1 second set 1-1 now. Look like what's it. Awesome. Miss all my family and Roger. Absolutely right about this one over there. Dave more upside than Ramanoff. And then was Carl, that's awesome news, coach. Also, what team do you think Patrick Kane is playing for this coming season? Like I mentioned to you, I still believe Edmonton, the Kings, and the Rangers are the front runner of this. But guys, one team we never talk is the Carolina Hurricane. I just said that. But the third thing maybe as the best value giving out is again the cap. Said that Mr. Peter August is in the house. Thanks so much, Peter, and we miss you. Glad to be a part of the show tonight with each one of you guys. We really appreciate it. How do you know for certain you put with gravy and a cheese with fries? It could have been anyone. I'm not an expert on food, unfortunately. I cannot helping you, but thanks so much about this one there, Peter. August, welcome back. Makes sense. Look, I hope that turned out to be good and I can use can be read back contract made a space. About this one. Mr. John the Garage. Coach, when do you we know the roster for the team? Honestly, John, first of all, welcome aboard and the hockey family. And John, I would say to you, usually it's about a couple of days before the start of the season. This year, Montreal start October 12th against the Toronto Maple Leaf at the Bell Center. Expect this to be released the 11. I think the NHL have to send a 5 p.m. roster. Now they have two games in Czech and Czechia, I believe, this year, October 7, 8, or 8 or 9. So it could be the 7, but I could be wrong here because that two game completely make me thinking now. So John, expect anyway the second week of the October. That'll be the best answer I can give it to you about that one there. Don't worry, Peter, Danny never laugh about anyone. Mr. Randy N is in the house tonight. I did Randy yesterday. It was my first one last night. It was a kind of steer spaghetti with seafood and then some beans. You guys, you was on my phone right now. You were like laughing about this one over there. But let's see if I have a picture for you. Like, can you just see that? This is a new setup, guys, who I am right now. But let's see about this one over there. This is from my condominium. This is the street on the beach. Here we go. This is the food I ate yesterday. This is the shrimp I was talking about, Danny, but this is kind of peas you can get. It's fun kind of stuff like that you can see. This is the view of my condominium now. I was eating on the balcony. So anyhow, so that's what happening about this. I'm behind everybody. Don't go nowhere. Go regarde everything like that. Coach, joues-tu à des jeux vidéo? Non, malheureusement, Yann, j'aimerais ça, mais j'ai vraiment pas le temps. About that one over there. Ça me sort. Renault. Harvey Pinard, that was my source lifeline the first season. No, Renault. I don't see Pinard to be a first line in NHL, Renault. I don't see Mezal to become a first line in NHL. Safkowski could hang in there, but not the two other players. The most crazy should go to ever start cutting depth, everything like that. Sorry about that. I'm not checking about this one over there. Coach, I've been eating a lot of pad thai. Yes, I eat a lot of chicken, guys. I'm really, I think I'm getting better on my healthy. I drink water all day long. I walk a lot, guys. I walk a ton a time. Unbelievable. The food is good. I eat chicken, a lot of rice. I eat seafood. And of course, I can go to North America. I went to Hooters twice at the late night. But most of the time, I hit like for $2 the meal. And I eat Thai food all the time. And I want to encourage the people, right? The food street, uh, the street food, the food street, whatever. And I want to helping them, and it's people struggle, guys. Um, at some area, they are 30 years behind us, but the internet works. I don't know why, and I want to share one more picture, guys, before we go, because this is amazingly. When I said about 30, I want to show you. That's what it. This is the kind of food you can get all the time, back and forth, side by side. By the way, but what I want to show to you guys is this is my condominium, by the way. What it look like. I'm at 31st plate, 31. What I want to show to you guys is when you talk about 30 years behind, look about the cable on the post. So I will show to you a little bit more. I don't know how the guy can understand what is wrong right there. But this is crazy. Anyhow, sorry about that. I'm excited to be here. So stay with me. Kane need to go to Toronto, Bobby. Yeah, Cole, we understand that getting old need to remind him a lot. I don't want to Kane on the leave. Luciano, thanks so much for a super chat, by the way, a bit later, earlier. Thanks so much. Again, a question. This been a Kyle Dubas 5 years as a zone. Can we now look at this Toronto team as official is definitely a run. Year number 2, after he was there, it was honestly his team. Maybe not turn around the right way, but that's how he works. As soon as Patrick Kane and Marner, I like it. I think it could be good for them. Most Lane fan I know want Gary Roberts to come out of the retirement. Coach, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. KLS is in the house. Thanks so much, Peter, for yes, the shine. It's beautiful this morning in Thailand, guys. You can see Koh Lan. What is Koh Lan, Coach? This is an island. Maybe like 45 minutes to go there on boat, and it's beautiful to see this morning. It's just crazy here. I'm happy you mentioned add at the top 10 the best lineup forward on the defense. Really, what we need to work out is CFC Baron Coley as the third turn. Honestly, King, that's what the Montreal have, the 2 position. The goaltender is the biggest problem, and the defenseman is part of it. So you're going to see a lot of games this year, guys. 5-4, 5-3, 6-3. That would be a really rock and roll this year. About this one, Mr. Stu Peterson. Welcome aboard. Coach 2.0 people. Yeah. Peter, Coach, are you rebuilding or retooling Hockey Nation? That's a great question, Peter. I know you're laughing about this, but it's a great one. Right now, I'm looking for retooling, honestly. And our top keep his job. In our top, he's back with us, so I did not fire him in our top. But yeah, so retooling is the right words about this one there. Thanks so much, in our tap, really kind. And, in our tap, like I said all the time, and I would never said enough, without you, this channel would be not the same way. you make a big, huge difference at this channel. Maybe you don't see it, and normally we don't see it, but I can express my gratitude and my to forward to you because you make a huge impact at the Hockey Nation Live Show. By your knowledge, by your relationship, friendship with the people, and the time you put on this channel is honestly amazing. So I just want to share to you my gratitude to you, and this is coming from everybody in the chat. They honestly appreciate you as a human being. Thanks so much for everything. Roger, I want to pick 7 for the leave. Don't make us cry, Robbie. Don't worry about this. Coach, you are the best. There are greatness inside of you. Thanks so much, Mr. Stratic. Will you go to Muscle Factory Gym in Pattaya, Renault? They have its front gym right now, Renault. At the beginning, I would stay in the big condominium we are. We have a nice pool and a nice gym around here. The closest one is Masactory Fitness or something like that. A little bit far, but we'll see. Right now, I think the gym upstairs, downstairs, honestly, fit what I'm looking for. But I will see, Renault. Because I love to go, guys, to the gym for here. People said, "Oh, you're looking there for the weight, everything." No, I go to gym, guy, for here. This is how that works at the gym, and then the rest, yeah. I think for my age, but at the end of the day, it's all about the other. That's why it's called Hockey Nation. Look, je t'aime, Coach. Merci beaucoup, Yann. Very kind of you, my friend. Thank you, Estu. Carl is from Toronto. Alan, again, Luciano, thanks so much for super chat. The first one in Thailand. Luciano, don't forget to email me. That'd be great. Luciano, hype. Yeah, I did not do hype, by the way. I apologize about that one there. I still to learning about to come back normal, right? And that's up reverse everything like that. Chop the morning. Yeah, the morning is like I would need to do my stretching before I start to do the show stretching. Now Madison is the defenseman around, but Byron will become the best. Will be interesting, Renault, how this is going to play. I expect a lot. I expect no. I want to see the development of Justin Byron, Jordan Harris, and Caden Coley. For me, I will be what I'm looking for the upcoming year. I on Edmondson, I think is number 1. Guys, not sure about the captain. Edmondson, it's called for me, Edmondson guy, is stability and consistency. It's rare Edmondson have a bad game. That's consistency. Stability is he play always inside of his potential. He don't push to go outside the box. So he play what he knows exactly what he need to do. That's what he does. And I think that's the way I see him as Salah. And I think he does a good job about this one over there. Mr. Blackhawks, Fan 97 is in the house. Welcome aboard. Non, c'est pas cher, mon Yann. KLS, the Flame are better to the others. Like I said, slightly KLS be interesting. I'll be more interesting when I'm going to see the beginning of the season. Emerson is not better than Madison, Renault said. It's two different players, Renault. Emerson is the home base defenseman, right? Physical, big guy, and strong guy. The Madison is another way. He's a skater, very bad on defensive, and very good on offensive. Now, good when I said he has some talented skill on the offensive side. Now, he's not a number 1 quarterback in NHL. He's only produced 30 points on his max. He scored, what, 11 goals last year was his best in NHL. So it's hard to compare Madison and Edmondson because they are two different opposite players. So for me, that's what I believe about the Edmondson is better que Calgary coach Peter. Here we go. And up, I love the name fast. And up, I said Edmonton look like for son. The Oilers are a bad matchup for the Flame, but the Flame are a better team overall. But just not again. I need to add great comments, statistic about that. I will say to you, I agree with this, sir. Si the Oilers get Patrick Kane, they're still going la coupe. You know, and Yann, tu sais jamais qu'est-ce qui peut arriver. Il y a les blessures, il y a trop de... Il y a trop, des fois, il y a des choses que tu n'as pas prévues. Donc, c'est sûr que tu ne peux pas dire assuré, mais ça les mettrait dans le top 5 pour sûr, Yann. So, là, Baron, Goalie, Harris are legit. I like him more, Renault, because his size allow him to be good in the defensive zone. Alan Barnes. Do we miss Alan Barnes? I apologize if Alan Barnes is in the house. I think Calgary has a moderate but real chance to win the cup if they can manage with others in the playoff. Yeah, possible, strategic. They are the team they don't want to play for sure. I need to figure out a power play IS in camp. The problem with Renault, until they don't have a quarterback as a defenseman, it will never happen. Peter predict Calgary will step back for somehow this year. Honestly, don't know how good Madison would be. Savard, in my opinion, is the worst on way too slow. And again, Salah, I always said, guys, like when you judge a defense players, it's always he sit on the right chair. Why is better with another team is not better with the next team? It's because sometimes they give them maybe too much TOI, right? And I think that's like I will give you like I don't know. Let's go with Romanov. Romanov at the end he was played 25 minutes, 24 minutes. I don't think so. It was too much. I think Romanov at the 20 to 22 minutes is a great game for him. And you have to work with the time management of the time of TOI of everybody. And when you put Savard as a second pairing, that's where you struggle. Savard, it would be give you your best 16 minutes, 18 minutes. But if you put Savard 20 minutes, one game, okay. But back-to-back game, does not work. So it's how you, the analytics, everything like that. Can we step back the first part? They finished strong, I believe. Mais bon. Coach Frenchy, avez-vous été dans la plus ancienne poutine du monde? Non. Je connais pas ça, la poutine. Coach William, I'm sorry if I'm behind, guys. It would be like this for a couple of times. I just want to be sure I answer to him. No one talk about the Ducks much. Do you think? Do you think this is a rebuilding year or they could be in the playoff picture? First of all, William, I don't think so. They will be in the picture of the playoff. They still have like, what, $20 million on their salary cap. Maybe with one signature, they may be a little bit 16 now. But at the end of the day, they are rebuilding, honestly. They have an amazing, great selection, 3-pick on the NHL draft. They have Mason McDavid coming now. Zegras is over there. They let it go Milano. The defenseman a bit better. They signed Kleinberg. Kimson is still over there. But to compete with other team in the Pacific Division with Calgary, Edmonton, Vegas, Los Angeles, I don't see that. I still believe they're going to fight for the bottom between San Jose and Anaheim. Saddle is still there. I still believe it's slightly Saddle a little bit. I think Saddle, we don't give enough credit for what he did during the offseason. For me, Saddle is the top best 3 team have a better best offseason on NHL draft picks, on trade, on everything what Ron Francis did this summer. Whatsoever he was so bad last year, he did amazing great this year. So Seattle for me is a number 6 on the best 6 division. But thanks so much for everything. Les games canadiens sont-ils du matin pour toi? Oui, mon homme, ça commence à 6 heures du matin pour moi. Pas de problème, mon Roger. More like ton of suspect. Calgary season is all depend on the play of the cadre. Luciano, that's a good point here. I think LANHAM, Huberdeau, and whatsoever. I think Elias LANHAM, guys, is a player does not give enough credit. Is underrated in NHL. But a good point, Luciano, about this. I agree with you. Peter, night market. Yep. About this one over there, Peter. Grooves the goal from UK is in the house. If it's 9 o'clock for me, what time is it in UK? It's behind me right now, honestly. It's maybe what? I don't know what time is it over there. I'm close. I'm confused. Since it's right. If you like to telephone this, TH is the best place for you. Yes, Gator, you're absolutely right about this. Coach, have you ate McDonald's there? It's friend menu. I've been there. I went there one time, Peter. No, same thing. It's about an average from $3 to $4 cheaper on everything. I did not see tacos as a breakfast. The burritos, whatever they call it, tacos, burritos. Both of them are the same thing menu, like Big Mac, cheeseburger, everything like that. And I think when I went there, I took a double cheeseburger, the medium meal. It was 220 baht. No, it was less, 159 baht. So it was about 450 at the end, Peter. Luciano, I'm flying out tomorrow to Thailand. And you want to see, if was still Jose. Mr. Alan Vaillancourt. Welcome back in the house, Adam. We miss you, buddy. Say hi to Irene for us. Miss Irene, we love you. And glad to see both of you in the house. Carl, hi, Kelly. So you love to sit on there when it's St. Cup, and we have to wait to see what happened. Mr. Carl, thanks to welcome in the family, by the way. And I can wait to see you around. Tim Horton, voyons donc. Oui, mon Yann, il y a du Tim Horton dans la maison. Lawrence de Herrera. Welcome back, Mr. Lawrence. Lawrence is going to be a bueno tarde. No, bueno noche for Lawrence. ¿Cómo está? I believe Lawrence is in Denver, Colorado. Coach, Pool Sharks. Pool Shark. No, Danny, not going to happen. Serena struggle now, just like the leave about this one over there. Good. I hope the spoiled brat avec mon mania. J'ai déjà visité. Par contre, tant mieux, mon Yann. Tom Janovich is playing really well. I have been a Toronto Maple Leaf fan since I was 12 years old. Oh, awesome call. Welcome back, Mr. Cruz, with us. CK6 there, 1963. There you go. Let's hit 50 likes for the first time. That'll be great. Coach, as-tu vu le leak des chandails basés sur la reverse rétro? Oui, j'ai vu ça. En passant, le Buffalo Sabres retro jersey look like amazing. The red and black is back in the house. Awesome. And then a 50, 65 here, Grooves. Danny, it's my house of my mom. 62 left, 47. And 62 here. So everybody can come to Thailand now. Howdy, Carl. Carl, you must be starving. I will show you spaghetti. Oh, but you have like other things. It's really strange, guys. They come a lot. Like for 80 baht. 80 baht, guys, is left at $3. Like $2.85, I believe. And they will give you a meal, rice, a bowl of rice. They give you a soup. They give you chicken. They give you cucumber, a bottle of water. And I'm missing something. So this for about less of $3. That's pretty good. But yeah, some people eat more. I understand that. But for me, that's good for me at this moment. Let's talk about Asia. About this one over there. RHP won't make it, period. And the door screen is getting closer for him for sure. Guy Lafleur, congratulations about this one over there. Serenat losing 1-5. Good night, everyone. Cruz, you are in Thailand. Do you make sure the chicken is dead before you try to hit it? Yeah, Cruz. I'm always impressed, guy, by the way they cook. And then you have the food on bike. What you talk about? So they have a bike, a motorbike, and they put like a rack beside the bike, and they sell things, clothes, jewelry, food, amazing. And they are all parked on the beach. I'm telling you right now, I love it. For me, I love it. At my age, single, no responsibilities. It's great at this moment. I don't know next year, but right now, it is what it is. Coach, t'as pas le choix d'aller pêcher avec les poissons magnifiques de Thaïlande. On va y aller certainement à un moment donné. Not on the hair, please. Thanks. Nice coach. You're welcome, Danny. Great news, LA. Hold on, Lucifer. Please, je viens de believe. Kaboom is aussi serving the analytic the hockey. He looked like my brain coach. Non, coach, ne t'excuse pas. On veut savoir de la Thaïlande. Pas de problème, mon Yann. I'm excited for the Women's World Cup final game this weekend. Yeah, that's another tournament. It's doing well. Of course, we expect Canada and USA. Of course, I follow everything in, around the league, by the way. And Czechia have a great tournament overall for them. That woman hockey championship is very boring. Only 60 people at the USA-Hungary game. Yes, when you have those kind of game, it is Alan about that one over there. It's always Canada-USA. That's unfortunately. But I'll be honest with you, like the hockey junior, many countries getting better. And you can see that during that tournament. So I'm happy to see that. I'm excited about this. Many countries getting better on the women's side. And I think it's good for hockey women to have those kind of countries getting there. And it takes time. Yeah, the game between USA always been well tough. Mr. Led, welcome. Salut mon Led. Merci d'être avec nous aujourd'hui. It is what it is. This word I don't talk. You can talk Blackhawk if you talk about hockey. That's not a problem. It's starting the women game for sure. But the game between other countries are really good. Germany, Denmark, and Japan versus Switzerland was a very good game. I watched this tournament. Yeah, that's the point, Adam and Stratic. It's all balanced. Like if you watch the Team Canada World Junior Championship men versus, I don't know, a bad team, but that's happened a long time ago. Then now it's getting closer, and you can see the tournament men is getting better because of that one there. Look, why are you putting us down? It's not put him down, Renault. I think our HP is stuck in the ladder like Jesse Allen, everything like this. And that's a problem. Until Gallagher will be there, and then the center, the only way he can play with Montreal is a winger. And you cannot get Gallagher and Harvey Pinard at full time now. Can he play game? Yes, of course. But at some point, until Gallagher is in the lineup, I don't see Pinard with the Montreal Canadiens. At full time, I'm talking about. You're welcome in our tap. We love you in our tap. There you go. Cannot skate or Renault. I'm not. He have an average skating look, but he creates something where as a kind of player can be at the bottom six helping. Now he's only 5'9", 5'10", like I mentioned earlier. You cannot have both together. And again, it'll be the way the Montreal are building right now, or the way they sign, or they have initial prospect. Like, do you take Pinard or you take Philippe Mézard? You go with Mézard. Do you take Sean Farrell or you take Pinard? You take Farrell. Do you take Joshua Roy? You take Pinard. You take Roy. So right now, you can see he's getting lower, lower in the initial. Now, he can be open door this year, next year, but I don't see him a permanent hockey player in NHL. Question for Ron. How much pull does Jason Robinson actually have with his contract? Neymar doublé his goal at point is a point where we can ask a high price. We should have a promo. It's funny you talk about this run because I was thinking about him yesterday when he signed the goaltender. I believe, well, me, he's going to get Robert. You know, if you think about this, he's a better player compared to Robert Thomas. Thomas got $8 million. I wouldn't be surprised he get $9 million with a Dallas Star. 8 years. Come on, coach, too much. For what he bring more at Thomas. And I think for me, at his own young age, he's better to Zuski at 7.8 right there. And I can go like, you know what I mean? I can deeper, but I still believe 8.5 to 9.2 should be the number for Robinson run. Great question. Good medal in the past. They are another one this weekend. Yep. Stratic, I agree with you about this one over there. Good for the Hawks. Thank you, Peter, for your rock body. I know, Danny, we all good with Mesa with that one over there. So I was watching tennis, not a problem. Coach Bobby, what likely is Dallas to trade Robinson? Not at all. No. Dallas going to get him, going to sign him, like I mentioned earlier a little bit. So not one die without a fight about this. Patrick Kane is overrated. I not agree with you, Blackhawks. Patrick Kane, Blackhawks, was the best player from 2010 to 2020. He has the most points in NHL. How can you consider him an overrated player? I don't get it. Like, he was the best player. He's the best player as second lane in NHL. I disagree with your comments, Blackhawks, about Patrick Kane. Coach, where will Chick Run go to for Dallas, from Dallas? This Chick Run is... talk about this for over 1 year now, almost, right? And never go nowhere. I would be very careful if you sign or you gave for Chikran. Yeah, he did 12 goals the year before, I believe, or maybe more goals. I cannot remember. 12, 15, 18. Jeez, I cannot remember. But he didn't repeat this last season. He struggled at the beginning, then he got a little bit better, and then he got hurt. I don't see Chikran as a defenseman number one. I don't see him like Carlson, like Letank. He have a great shot. He's more like Eben Bouchard. If you want to compare Chikran, he's more like a left defenseman like Bouchard. Great defenseman, but the only thing the people is excited about him because he have a $4.5 million. But I would not give my everything for him. I would be really cautious about this. That's not something I would do if I was any team in NHL. Certain team want him. I understand that, but I'm not sure, honestly, what he's going to be. Great question, by the way, Jose. Beignet et poutine for everybody. Look like Serena at last his game. Ne laissez pas préoccuper votre coach mental. Nous sommes tous heureux de vous voir ici un moment. Merci beaucoup, mon Bobby. Très gentil de ta part, mon ami. She fought hard. This is the end, of course, of the Serena. Mr. Pierre Pete Martin is in the house. Thanks to be part. We miss Nicolas de Gobi-Bono, by the way. But we'll see about this as the end and an area. Look at the absolute right about this one over there. Salut 2 o'clock. Salut tout le monde. Salut mon homme. Merci d'être avec nous ce soir, mon Pierre. And calling Patrick Kane going to the Rangers or the Buffalo. I don't see Buffalo. Blackhawks, but we talked earlier. Edmonton is another one. LA is another one. Dans chaque pays, le McDonald's a une spécialité locale du pays. Oui, tu as bien raison. Hey, I'm gonna run, bro. Great catching up with your current situation, sir. Thanks so much, William. I will talk very soon. I have a really strong feeling in my guts that Toronto will make a big trade. They are not done yet. That's a good question, Carl. I speak a lot for Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm doing right now. I'm doing my my prediction for next year. I started to work on it. I expect a lot for Toronto. We have 42 likes, guys. If you don't click on the likes, please click on the likes. It would be great to get 50. Can be live splim. On tout live splim. You're awesome. You said earlier you live in Toronto. Are you the coach? Penses-tu que Florida vont être meilleurs ou pire? Je suis vraiment désappointé. La performance d'eux autres durant l'été. They gave a lot for Giroux and Chariot, and nothing happened for Robert Hagg. And then everything they signed, it remind me, guys, the Dubas in Toronto. One, Toronto does not work. When he was GM, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, he want to get Simon. He want to get bigger. Did not turn. Now he want to pick up speed. And then he reached last 2 years, like he got before there was Spencer, but then he got Bunting, he got Case, Ritchie, and I can go like this, Marlowe before that. And he's always changing the plan about what's going on. He tried to readjust, but he never find the magic formula, Dubas. That's the Zito is did this summer. He got a lot of Balcher, San Jose, Carson. He signed White. He signed another one. God, and I cannot remember. So they tried to patch up, and okay, they got Kachuk. They lost Wegar. They got Huberdeau. Now they're going to be bad, no, but I don't see them to be the top team in the Division Atlantic, like number one. I don't see them to be the top 5 anymore in NHL. So it'll be interesting. For me right now, a great question, Luke, about this, and I don't see them like better for sure. So from the Simpson with the R she has. Not that I will not join the show probably until preseason. All right, Blackhawk, have an amazing, great month of September. RJ gave us an update about Nate Tage Thompson signing 7 years at $50 million. About this one over there. Really interesting, this contract, guys. This could become bit the Buffalo Sabres. They did the same thing with Jeff Skinner. After he have a great 40 goal, I believe, with the Buffalo Sabres, maybe more, they gave him a 9-year contract, $9 million contract. Now they did the same thing with Thompson. I know he's 24 years old, Formula Giant, 6'7", everything like that. Can he become the next star for them? I'm not sure yet. But I thought it was not in the rush to sign Thompson. They could wait 1 year and see if he's going to repeat before he get the $7 million over there. I don't know. That's my my thought about my 2 cents about Thompson. It'll be interesting. I believe on him, but I thought it was a little bit too early for Buffalo Sabres to give him that kind of contract. Great comments, RJ, to give us about this. Oh, Mr. Nathan Play is Roblox. He's in the house. Another problem, Blackhawks. I'll be honest with you, Blackhawks. I would tell you exactly. If you don't feel happy here, they have so many other YouTube channels you can go. We don't beg anybody to be with part of the show. And if you don't feel this is the right spot for you, but you can go somewhere else. The thing happening for you with the Hockey Nation Live show, and we talk about with moderator offline, you talk about your life, you talk about your feeling, you talk about how you feel. It's not a place. I don't want to hear about if you have a bad day. I don't want to hear about if someone die in your family. I don't want to hear about your dogs. I want to talk about the Hawks. I want to talk about hockey. You talk about Patrick Kane earlier. That's great. But if you feel right now you're not happy here, hey, buddy, take the door right now and get out. That's simple. And I want people positive. I want people have a good day. I want people enjoy. I want people to be happy. I want people love here. And that's it. I'm sick now of your negativity and pessimism, everything like that. So it is what it is right now. And I'm go right there and phrase right now in front of everybody. And you change your feeling here. And if you're not happy right now, and get out. And that's it, my friend. And that I cannot have more. So hopefully you got it. How you doing, Mr. Nathan? Thanks to be with us, my friend. Ron talk about a nice trip. Great to hear that. Glad, my friend, you need that sometime, Ron. And enjoy it, my friend. Glad to have from you. Not a problem. We have a quarter schedule of hockey and RJ. Quarterfinal USA versus Czechia. Canada versus Switzerland. This is from the semifinal, by the way. We made it. That's awesome. Question for Pierre. Contract extension, how much and how long you coach offer? We make a video about this a couple of days ago, Pierre. I know you're watching. Anyway, I still believe they will wait until December. at the holiday present. I think Santa Claus is going to knock the door of the Cole Caulfield, give him an extension of 8 years. $8 to $8.5. I believe he need to get paid a little bit more at Suzuki. That will be my prediction. At 60, 50, $60 million average total. That would be my guess for him. But thanks again to this question, Pierre. $7 million 6 year for Yen. That's a great point. Look, Kane make a taste. I like that. Like he make the brain cat. It's a great point here. It's a look. You know, more I think about this, Kane make players around him better. That kind of players in NHL make people better. Crosby make players better. The Pascal Dubuis, the Chris Kunitz. Remember the time like Kevin Stevens get better. Yeah, I like that. Really good comments. Look, we're getting there, Ron. We're getting closer for sure. Pierre, for Cole Caulfield, no, Pierre, I would be disagree with you about this one over there. They're not going to go a bridge contract with him. They're going to go all in with Cole Caulfield if he's doing well at the beginning of the year. So what, you know, he finished the year, guys, with 22 goals in 35 games. He have 35 points in the last 37 games, and I still believe if he considers that 0.7 point per average per game, one goal, like 35 goal, I think that's kind of money he's going to get a long term. Pierre. Gross comment about this game over there. Thanks so much. Beginner head coach watching Habs. Here we go. It's going to be a breakfast morning for sure about this. Blackhawks going to sharing for the Los Angeles King. That's a great thing, by the way. I can wait for them. Obu. Thanks so much, Jose, for the click on the likes. Got Shaver watching a prize video. I retire his number 20. I would. Thanks so much. Yep, I agree with you. 3 more likes. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. Let's hit 50. Game-winning goal hockey is in the house, Mr. Bobby. Thanks so much, Mr. Bobby. Very kind of you to do that. I would love to watch the Habs at 6 a.m. The good thing, guys, is like when it would be 12 p.m., I have the rest of my day to do something. So I'm excited about this. It's another way to do that. The Florida empty their suspect file. They will win all too early. Yep, I agree with you, Luke, about this one over there. And they lost a couple of prospects and their file about that 147. And up top, yeah, nice microphone, coach. Thanks so much, Pierre. Appreciate that. Getting better. We're not ready all logistically, but we're getting to get better. Coach, what is your thought on the Kadri sign? Great. You know, he was stuck with his demanding. He did not move, allow. He did not chance to go cheaper somewhere. I think he could, you know, he stays strong with his belief. Like, why you said that? Because Colorado want him lower, and he don't want to go there. He want to get, this is the last contract final of his career. And he's at the right spot. Like we mentioned a lot of time on this live streaming with InnerTap and Marco, everybody. We're going to hit always the second chair center for Kadri, and he fit well with Calgary. Now, he really played over his mind last season. Can you repeat? You know, my next question after the show today on the poll is who has the best contract? Is it Kadri, Huberdeau, Thompson, and everybody like Huberdeau and Thompson, and then I miss not Thompson, Kederi. So we be something they have to follow up for sure. This question is going to be very soon after the show. Coach, the question: where do you see Tampa Bay finishing this season? And do you think for the first round pick that Montreal has to be a jackpot top 10 if Florida does not reach expectation? Tampa Bay guys going to be finish second in the Atlantic Division. Was third, not first, for sure. They still have a strong team. They are the top 10 in NHL for the Tampa Bay Lightning at this moment. The Florida Panthers going to fall, but not going to fall apart. So what you talk about? So I still believe Florida could be number 3 in the division Atlantic or second. That gave them about 96.98. Can they reach 100? Let's see 98. That gave them about between 8 to 14 in NHL standing. That gave Montreal Canadiens after that about 18 to 24. First round pick could be 26, but more that area 20 to 24 King. This is all about prediction in my head, right? Now, if everything looking good, now they can be out of the first round. That would give them that kind of pick for the Montreal Canadiens at the 2023 NHL draft pick. That's equal about 10 to 12, 13. For the NHL draft 2023, guys, expect about 5 spots earlier this year compared to 2022. So we talk about. So a pick NHL draft 2022 15, it become a number 10 for this season NHL draft 2023 because the talent is better. This is going to be one of the top best talented draft pick first round for year to come. So Montreal Canadiens, if they have 2 in the top 24 and maybe top 20, is going to be another great 2 prospect for sure. Great question, King. You're welcome, Kelly. You're welcome, Roger. Take Thompson, Sam Azuki afraid of offer sheet. Yeah, but look, they could negotiate during the season. They're going to wait until Christmas like they do with Caulfield. But I can understand your point of view. You're welcome, Ron. You're welcome, Danny. Bit Martin was a great name for the past. Jim Pappen was some good Ox team in the day. Yeah, you're absolutely right about them. Grooves. They are the player where, Pit Martin a bit more over Jim Pappen. But the player was under the, Bobby Hall and Tony Esposito, Stan Mikita, right? So, but absolutely right. I agree with you about this one over there. I show 49. Denis Savard, Pete Martin, Steve Lammer, Al Secort. Wow, coach, big puck for Caulfield. Yes, I expect that one over there. I got knocked out flying for a bit. Must miss it. Not a problem about this. About this, be nice to Kelly. Rose question: if Colorado, a team, could pull up to back to us this year, or they missing a piece of the Tisudo? Is a team can make it back to back? Is the team missing piece? But is the team find a way to make some trade at the trade deadline? The problem now, 2 years ago, year ago, the Colorado Avalanche guys was one of the best 20 or 15 best NHL prospect. But they trade a lot. last year. And now they are the bottom 5 in NHL, depend who you follow. So their way to trade is minimum now. So they'll be a little bit hard on the trade deadline. But they have everything to make it back to back on my hands. But you're missing maybe one center. The goaltender is questionable, but they have the offense. When you have McKinnon, Rettinen, Lestagog, Mekar, and they produce like no injuries, that'll be good. Caulfield is 1 is away from disaster too small. What about Alex de Brincat, Luc Lafortune? If the Brincat did it, why Caulfield cannot do it? That's the way I see that. Coach, so what is that enough going? Maybe New York Rangers. The problem with that one over there, that enough is a left winger. So it's very too early to decide what it's going to look like at the trade deadline. Honestly, we have to wait. It's too early. Rangers could be a potential for sure, but we have to wait a little bit longer. Gate. Now, I will give you an example. If the injury, the Pacioretty is not do well, is not coming back, that would be missing a left winger over there. They have the Shevnikov, I understand. But I think that enough could be a plus for the Carolina Hurricane. Can the Florida Panthers pick up that enough? On the left side, they have Ketchup, but they don't have only Verhey. That's another team looking for a left winger. Thanks for your question, Game. Coach, will you be doing preseason game? Usually they are not on the TV. Some they are. Usually what I did, Kelly, last season, I can recall it. I did like more like talking, right? About hockey. If you know, I did not do the description of the game. But we did like open up the live streaming about this one over there. I think that's what we did. Teamwork rules. If you notice, pick up the like button, the next over then. I always talk about hockey. I'm sorry if I make everyone mad. I'm here to talk about hockey, no more Bears. Thanks so much, Blackhawks. I appreciate that. Danny will be very happy. Time to dance. We hit the 51 likes. Ladies and gentlemen, we hit it for the first time directly from Thailand with a super chat for Luciano and the first 50 likes. Here we go. Super 50 likes. Reverse. Chop, chop, chop. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. Can you do this, Coach? Where is the... I can't find it right now. I need to get back where I'm supposed to be. We have some hype. By the way, guys, I lost my wall behind me, and I lost my big screening. My big TV screen. Not very happy about that one over there. So everything is small right now, but it is what it is. Like the Chicago Blackhawks, and also used to set a shot at a goal. Let's see hit 60. Look, Mr. Micro Love Sharks is in the house tonight. Thanks so much, Mr. Micro, to be with us. Thanks to be with us. Coach, Pride is the kind of kid, kind of guy would want to you fans to remember forever. Yep, you're absolutely right about this, Pierre. We'll see. I can wait for me to see what will be his decision. Can he go to the surgery again, or did he go for the deep surgery for the knee? That's the biggest thing, because honestly, to get paid or to get the money, he need to process to the procedure of what is next for his case. He cannot wait home and see what is going happening now. We know it does not fit, it is not working. So he need injection, he need surgery, he need to go to the next step to continue the process to coming back in the shell to can stay in the long-term injury reserve. That's what I'm waiting for him the next couple of weeks, what he's going to get out about that one or that. Exactly, Mr. Cruz. Great comments about that one. It's not people, Blackhawks want you to leave. We never said that. You said you want to leave. You don't feel happy here. We don't say things we never said here. The people want you to come here with respect and want to be with positive people and good people. That's it. And talk about hockey. You can talk about one thing. You want to campaign, you want to the trip, it's okay. But every day you're coming back with your feeling, that's not the way we want to have people like that. That's it. I'm not going to talk about this anymore. You know the requirement to stay alive with the Hockey Nation Live Show. Question, King. If Carey Price is done and we have 31 years old or Alan Montembeault as a backup, do you place all your chip and Primo? Not really. About this, I still believe Montreal Canadiens in 2-3 years going to sign a UFA goaltender in NHL. It could be next season. Frederick Anderson, Ranta, they have another one. I cannot remember. It's going to be a UFA next year. Varlamov, Tristan Jarry, they're all UFA next year. Can they go that direction? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Primo is the right one. I think Tichot is maybe the best prospect right now in this organization, Montreal, over Primo. But we'll see how Primo is going to develop. Primo have some kind of potential to become better. We'll see. Jake Allen is 32 years old. He's going to final contract. Can they resign him for below $4 million at 3 years contract to just in case? I think that would be a good deal for the Montreal Canadiens. I don't see Allen to get a first-round pick for the upcoming trade deadline. And I think a second-round pick, losing Allen and have nothing after that, I think it's too risky for the Montreal Canadiens. Sorry about that. I'm reading everything. Coach, as-tu mis ton casque? Oui, mon casque is on the top of the shell right now. So the casque follow, not my TV, my screen. I spend so much money on that one, but that's another subject. And that's what we have right now. So, and that's it for this one for the cast. All right, Monsieur Body Pierre, Danny, Roger. We have not seen Coach for a long time now. Coach, we are happy, Coach. Well, you're right in the city. We try to run bye and go to bed. Bat Nick, please. Thank you so much, Roger. Very kind of you about this. I missed the regular hangout show too, Danny. I miss it too, Pierre and Danny and everybody else. And hopefully it's going to be back normal for the next couple of days for sure. Tu veux dire que j'accepte and Roger well said, Danny also well said. Rick Kane, Rick, welcome back. If you were there to do a 32-team NHL from scratch, what city would get team for you? Yeah, two ways to say that, Rick. First of all, great logo for the Dallas Star. And congratulations for Jake Attinger signing a contract. And here's the point here, Rick. It's because it's different ways, right? They have the base fan, like Montreal, Toronto, right? It's hard, but the hockey is so great. The Boston, the 6 original team, I will say to you. Then the Minnesota, that's another one there. You can go with Edmonton and Vancouver, Calgary, and Winnipeg. I understand that. But then you have the way where the salary cap play a big role, and the tax of the team play of the state play a big role, and it's easier to get player in Vegas and Florida and Dallas, and because they bring the tax bring players, right? So it's not easy. If I don't know, like, of course, I'm not going to be in Nashville, Carolina. I will not go to Anaheim. I will not go to any team in California. The tax is bad, and I will not go there. It's a great question. I love it, Rick. Because do you go with where the hockey is so popular, right? Or do you go with under a state with not much tax, but you're not popular, right? Because if you think about this, the NFL team will go over you, right? The only Minnesota Wild where it's pretty even with the Minnesota Vikings, wherever the Vikings a little bit more, but the Wild have a really good publicity, everything like that. I think I would stay with the. I don't know. I cannot answer right now. We have to think more. You have some advantage, some count. That's a great question. We can do it one night about that, Rick. I really like it. Quality life, I will go with Vegas and Florida State or Nevada, if you want to get that way. If you think about fan base, Minnesota, Toronto, Montreal. Vancouver is another one, of course. But the tax is so bad in Canada. That is a great question. I see right now, I skating, I'm thinking, and everything like that. About that one. It's a great one over there. Toronto is trying to bring either an MLB and NHL team in Utah. That's a great one about that one over there. Gross talk about Nestor Gunko and Kenny Warren. Bobby all does Caulfield help the Habs make the NHL next season? No, Rick. No Caulfield, no Suzuki, no Sikorsky, no anyone is going to help any Montreal to make the playoff next season, Rick. Out of the playoff for the upcoming year. The Brinkat is fast, not really fast. The Brinkat, honestly, like faster to Caulfield, not by wow, not at all. I think for me, you're going to see a Caulfield right now with 35 goal to 40 goal look again. And I'm telling you right now, Caulfield is the next DeBrincat 2.0. And you're going to tell me, oh, coach, he's right again. Now, DeBrincat play with Kane. That helped. If Caulfield play with DeBrincat, if Caulfield play with Kane, easy 40 goal. The accuracy of Caulfield is amazing. You're going to see more. He's going to get confidence, going to get better look. Trust me on that one. Like, trust me on Sikorsky over right there. Coach, Will Muzzin all of a sudden Kerfoot is betrayed. No Muzzin, no Sudden, no Kerfoot. Only Justin All. And what I would say to you, he will have to give an asset to trade Justin All to a team $1 to $2 million. Why is only $2 million? But I would give him that money to pay Ramus Stadin at some point. So I expect that one over there, a deal that way. Can he trade all with Kerfoot? Kerfoot play a role important right now, and Marsden bring security right now for the Toronto Maple Leafs. So with Sutton, a Giordano, a Raleigh. And Brody is over there too. So honestly, right now, only Justin Old is going to be trade for me. King, when do you see Logan Cooley join the yacht, and what do you think his ceiling is? Will it be elite? Well, first of all, he's back. He's going to be an NCAA contract next season. I expect usually play at least 2 years, maybe 3. So don't expect him at least for me 2 years. Cooley is upside down. What he said that he's going to be a great hockey player. Can he reach the next level, the Jack Hughes? I'm not sure. Can he become a 70 point or a 90 point? That's why I'm not sure. But it was definitely to be a top 6 player in NHL center, second center, or a first center. He's too smart, too great skill-wise. Could be Tim Souza. It could be Zegras at some point. But again, the development, we never know, right? The answer is getting better on development right now, the hockey player for the last 10 years. So he's not going to be behind. He's going to play with 50 games anyway this year. And but again, yeah, that's the way I think about Logan Cooley. Playoff maybe, Rick, because I'm going to be the playoff. Ping pong playoff maybe, Rick, because the Habs are going to be a playoff. Yeah, ping pong maybe bowling. About this coach, Flutter will make a lot of sense for that enough. What will be the ask for return? You know, they have Drouin, that enough, Jake Allen, or really and Paul Biron. One of the 4 is going to be back a first round pick. I'm not sure yet. I think that enough have the best return. But right now, Panther, I don't have no first round pick. So that would be my biggest thing about the Montreal Canadiens, or maybe shopping that enough somewhere else. I think Montreal can trade Drouin for the second round pick at the trade deadline, or a good prospect. Like you said earlier, Rangers could be another asset, but he's a left winger. And that's my only problem with it, because Rangers have something to give back to Montreal Canadiens for sure. We'll wait a little bit longer. We'll see what it looks like, Bobby. It's a little bit too early. And again, Carolina Hurricane could be someone like that at some point. Great question, by the way. It's 53. No matter cause, we love you. Thanks so much, Jose. Luciano is back. Welcome back, Luciano. Cover the saga, Carey Price. Look, yeah. Carey Price need a knee replacement surgery. What was his step he was trying to avoid? He decided on knee replacement, the type of surgery he can return for as a goalie. No. King of Gamer, if you give me what the chance are Carey Price returning NHL, I will say to you right now, I'm about 90% chance he's not returning in NHL. That's who I am right now with that situation, Carey Price. Thanks so much, Blackhawks. King, I know that you have a knee replacement is around. I'm the police for sure now about that one there. Sorry to hear that, Mr. Cruz. Not random, it's hockey fans. Exact, Yann, c'est fini, c'est tout. Awesome, Cruz. Sorry to hear that about Cruz. That's a bad that happening. Yeah, I agree with you. We see Carolina and the final this year. I'm putting guarantee on that, Luciano. And so I'm disappointed for the last 2 years with them, but it's another team where I believe are a chance to finish right away there at that moment, at some point, Luciano. I just said a New Jersey World, Michael, awesome. Run with Kings, I'll take Colorado versus Washington in the final cup. Compare winning cup to, again, Colorado. The problem with Washington, guys, is without Tom Wilson and Nicholas Backstrom, whatever they have, Connor Brown, Quamper, I don't see it's enough. I understand Manta, Oshie, Ovechkin, the last Justin Schultz. No. I think they will barely make it if they make the playoff. I don't see that. Carolina will have the two bet the Rangers not a done deal lucky. Now they are the best two team in the Metropolitan, and uh, okay, but leave it. Cannot faster que Rangers. That's my opinion. Yeah, I think Burns bring a great asset, better compared to D'Angelo. It's two good team for sure. A little bit too early to go there. Um, Mr. Jerry is in the house. And because that kind of money is not there yet, Jerry, and I said one day they will go that direction. But any sport right now don't go that direction. They don't pay anybody on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not sure yet. The guarantee to become there forever is not there. We did drop for the last 6 months, honest, but that's the reason I can give you. I don't have any other thing to add about this one. Je serai avec toi, coach. Il faut mettre les équipes au hockey ne marchent pas nécessairement tout le temps dans la grosse vite. Oui, bien d'accord avec toi, Moyenne. Merci pour ton commentaire. It's going down living on free money. I got good job in our top. Some are relentless. They are better not take one of the leave goalies. Second thought, let and then the leave got to go better one. Montreal could get that defense guy, and the New York Canada's 1.4 million is right. He play hard. He play hard. Yeah, but I don't think so Montreal go that direction, Jerry. But you never know what could happen. Question for King. Where do you see Brent Burns will play in the lineup with this new team? How many points can you expect from him? He's going to be a top defenseman with Jacob Slavin over there. Expect him about 70 points. I don't have no surprise there. He's going to be the top quarterback. So 60, 70 points with the Carolina. That would be my expectation for them. What was the night thinking, sitting goalie Hutchinson? This is only a backup urgency game because now you're losing Leonard. That bring Thompson up. That game only Ferguson and with the Silver Knight. So I think it's just for guarantee. And we know now they need usually 3 goaltender in initial whatsoever. They start with 2 and they have injury can come. I think they are not sure about Laurent Brossois. It was full healthy. And then they did it before they got Adden Hill. So just put all together. That's the reason I feel they get Hutchinson. What happening to the regular show? I don't know which one you're talking about, Cruz. For the people was maybe not here at the beginning of the show or some point, don't forget we have a special launch day, year number 3 of the Hockey Nation Live show. Is going to start September 6th, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to give you all the information, what's coming for year number 3. So it's something you don't have to miss about this also. But that Memphis come to Montreal. He did not play well with the Islanders. First of all, Mayfield. He become now the 3rd pairing defenseman behind Thompson and Pulak or Pelech. And so he will not bring what Montreal are looking for. They have already Edmondson the left side. They are. I don't see him. He's just going to regress the progression of Justin Barron. Because now you're going to have Savard, Whiteman, Mainfield, and then you're going to have Barron. So I don't think spend something for a 3rd pairing. We have enough 3rd pairing defensemen in Montreal right now. I don't see this. The Ranger will be a force for sure. Absolutely agree with you. Strategic, do you think someone like a Brober could possibly win Rand Murray spot out of the camp, or is it locked for opening night? Rand Murray, guys, is just for urgency over there on the right, on the left side, in case something could happen. You have Kolak, Nurse, Brober, and look what he did with the Colorado Avalanche last season. He was there in case he never make it. He got hurt, of course. He's a prone injury. Switch the team every year. It's just for me urgency in case. Strategic. Don't expect too much. Mayfield and Isabel would be nice about this one over there. But if you go that way, Jerry, what do you do with other players? I know some people want a Jack, but what do you do with Cooley? What do you do with, so what do you give in return for Minfield? I don't see Montreal ready for that kind of players right now. They have it. They have a Jack. Why you need two? The league is not about fighting anymore. I don't see the utility of Minfield for the Montreal Canadiens in the next 5 years. I understand your point of view, but for me, I don't see that. I would not go. Start and NHL. Grows, only one team left, the Montreal Canadiens. Strategic, are you happy with the move, the Cadron and Fake? Who finished last in the league? Arizona, Chicago. Chicago for me. LL is a Chesapeake playing a goal in New York Rangers. The Blackhawks should try to play for the Calder Cup in American at this point. The Wolves are pretty good, by the way. One of the prime was sold. Thanks. Sandgen Quamper has become a #1 goalie. Like Proboski. I don't think so. Quamper is the same level like Proboski. Proboski show exactly what he looked like in NHL. I think Proboski at his prime was better overall. Quamper for sure. Is Mr. Eglum still in Smash It? Yeah. Eglum is still over there with the Nashville Predator. Great question about this. Mr. Fee 801 is in the house tonight. Do you think the league will try to trade Norlander? If not him, who is likely to be involved in the trade? I'm not sure about Norlander. I thought you talk about Norlander for the Montreal Canadiens. So I'm just not sure if you talk about the Toronto Maple Leafs Sandin or you talk about Montreal Canadiens Norlander. So if you don't mind to request your question, that'd be great if you don't mind. He's going to get draft pick. Is Thailand coach Michael Rosie back in the house. Doing great. Michael, thanks for asking. Hopefully you're doing well. And hopefully you fix your solution with Jessica and Mike Sabatino. Anything else, let me know, Rosie. Thanks for asking. It's looking good so far. I hope Norlander move, but not like him. Question. That's just again one of his not 2 wins in a row. I'm not sure he's going to win it, but he's going to be on the candidate for sure. I really don't think Sandin will be signed. Do you think he will? Yes, I think they will sign him. And I think they will make a trade before the season starts. Justin O will be the one will be trade at some point. Only about hockey now is our respect, please. Why does Montreal play good against all the top teams during the season but lose the bottom team a lot? It's weird. Yeah, that's something happening for the last couple of years, honestly, King. Do I have an answer? I don't think so. Just saying the best goalie to be, I comment about you, coach. Yeah. I think just second for me is the top 3 best goaltender in NHL. Like, you can talk about just Vasilevsky, #2 with him. And, yeah, I really I really like just again, honestly. Look, almost every team is has a question mark on the team. Example: Will Campbell play good for Edmonton? Of course. This the beginning. Luciano, the injury play a big part. If you think about this, everybody said Calgary Flame have a great year overall. The Calgary Flame guy, 5 of the 6 defensemen play 73 games. They never have any injury until Chris Danev got injury. They are pretty solid. So those kind of statistically don't see this, but make a big difference at the end of the year. So I agree with you, Luciano. So many if and how many things could turn around after that, you never know. Got a lot of questions looking, not just a goal. Habs don't need to make a trade to get better. Passion is the key. Bingo. I got it. That one. I agree. All the players get free because Mr. Andy Kuivula. Welcome back, Mr. Andy. Thanks for being a part of the show. What is with all these teams dumping players for future consideration as long as the salary cap is the issue? Don't you think future consideration is just a joke? That's the only way they can do that, honestly, game, Bobby, to fix this. It will happen again until they fix the salary cap. Look like from John Daly during his interview with Sportnet or 32 Top. Think about the fact they may be encouraged or optimistic the salary cap change in 2 years and not in 3 years. So that was going to change a lot of things and less of the future consideration will happening, Bobby. Great question. Backstrom related to Ralph Backstrom from the 70s, not allowed grooves. I think Backstrom was Nicholas was born in Sweden. I don't see Backstrom born in Sweden. I could be wrong. I don't have my second computer to give you the right answer. Hi, Coach from Carl. Do you think Matt Murray would play well with the Toronto Maple Leafs? Because I have a really good, strong feeling they would play very well when the season starts if he's healthy. Yes, I agree with you. But I think I believe Samsonov's going to be the goaltender one for the playoff. I could be wrong here, but I still bet Matt Murray. The story is he started great, have a good year, then he got hurt, and then he struggled to coming back. I believe Samsonov, younger, better health, do not too bad. If he can reach his full capacity or better at the one step over what he is, I think Samsonov could be really the one could become the best signature for the Toronto Maple Leafs. The time will tell us. I believe or trust Samsonov, but the time will tell us, honestly. J'ai hâte, tu rebelles to, Tuesday night. Mr. John Garage, welcome back. Can you see Drouin having a good year? Until he say, we talk about Matt Murray, we can talk about the same thing with Jonathan Drouin. Same situation, same thing, injury. Drouin do well, but he cannot play full time. But he's not under the radar this year. I think they're helping him, but it will be interesting to see what he look like. But he's not going to, for me, he's not going to return with the Montreal Canadiens next year. I think he's going to be traded at the trade deadline at some point. Great question. Drouin is happy to be traded for the playoff team, which shouldn't play for better now. Exactly about this one over there. Great one about this. Comment. Look, Stratic and attack. I'm happy the Kraken did not do anything stupid. You have a lot of flexibility going forward. The prospect when they'll open 3 years. I agree with you, Stratic. Great movement. I think for them, it's like Montreal. They're looking for a defenseman, a quarterback, a better overall defenseman. I think that would be the huge things for them. Jerry, I have a question. He's not ready for main field. He's 29 years old. He could help the defense for the next 3 years. Is it for goalie at risk? Whoever else? But again, main field is a third pairing defenseman, Jerry. He's not a second pairing. And we have already Savard. So I don't see what Manfield can do more with what we have with Madison, Edmondson, Savard right now. If he will bring something we don't have, if he will bring something will make Montreal Canadiens better, I will agree with your statement. But I don't see that. That's my point here. But I understand your point of view. Bitcoin is not legal under in some place yet. Could be. King of the Gamer Coach, what do you know about the Dell League? Is it as competitive as the other league? Do you know any good players that came from Dell? Well, Dell League is the Germany league, right? So everybody play junior, a young girl go to Dell League. Is a hockey professional for Germany. And then it's under Liga. It's under the Sweden League, of course. But they have all the players like that. Everybody play there. The Suzla, the Zeder, Tresodl, and all the Germany players play in that league before they go NHL get draft NHL draft. That's the best thing I can go about. Lutz, it's another one. Is it Lutz? Lutz from Germany? Great question, King. Great. That's what kind of question I love because things people never know, and I can bring that kind of confidence to helping you to understand or to know more. That's what I love to do here. Done about this. I have to rebuild Laval. Can I live on the players coming from other teams? What do you think, Coach? Has to rebuild Laval. They did a lot. Look, they have 17 players under contract without the part of the Montreal Canadiens. Look, so they are getting there. Now they're going to have possible Safkoski, Cooley, Mezar. I don't know. They have that team is pretty solid overall. They lost other, Dauphin, but that's still overall they're going to be a good year for them. Now they are going to have Montreal maybe add one or two players on the waiver list at the October. So it will be interesting. Look who's going to be down for the Montreal Canadiens for sure. King, do you think Winnipeg can compete with Nashville? Dallas, Vegas, Vancouver for a wild spot. They will be there, Winnipeg, but I don't think so. They will make the playoff. And they decided to win the lottery. Yeah, but whatsoever happening, Blackhawks, they finished last. They're going to get pick number 1, pick number 2, and now it's Mitch Bedall. So at the end of the day, they win about this. Look at how much of Gagary's success is dependent on Kadri play this year. Let's go quick question, Luciano. I think for me, Kadri is not the way I'm looking for them. It's really which right winger is going to perform the best with Langholm and Huberdeau. Is it Toffoli? Is it Coleman? Because I think Kadri with Matthew Penny and one of the two, like Toffoli or Coleman, Kadri will be fine. And Matthew Penny, he score. Coleman is a forechecker. I think Coleman, Matthew Penny, and Kadri together, that's solid, guys. If you put Toffoli with Langholm, Huberdeau, that's solid too. I think they will need maybe a third ring winger over there, but for me, there's the right wing. The right side of the forward is really where I'm questionable for the Calgary Flames. But I think Kadri is going to be fine. Penses-tu que Saint-Saëns peut gagner une série à Toronto? Oui, absolument, Yann. Which team and which player will regress most this year? Florida Panthers is one of them. Washington Capitals is another team could regress. I still have some doubt about Minnesota Wild. Now, not out of the picture, but regress. Like, I think it's going to be Colorado and St. Louis Blues, and then Minnesota will fight for third and fourth. Now, the players, I don't see Kachuk have one of the, I don't see Kudrow have one of the 15 points with Columbus. Huberdeau will regress a little bit. Kachuk will be similar, but a little bit less. When I'm concerned, or I'm not concerned, I want to see what DeBrincat is going to do without Kane. But I still have Giroux over there, and they still have Suzla. But DeBrincat, it's not saying we're going to regress, but I'm curious about him. Great question, Peter. Do you think Pittsburgh will make the playoff next season? I still believe they will. Great coach, just signed an extension. They signed everybody back. They still have a good team. Yes. Tubers won GVR back, Kelly. Dwayne, not very good. I see Dwayne 45 point. Yeah, that's pretty bad. About this 56 like, that's awesome. I'm happy we have another Leaf fans can write. Awesome. Someone said Davidson is doing a good job. I mean, what? I think overall he's doing great. Blackhawks. When I say great, like he did a couple great moves overall to restart everything he's thinking for. He's rebuilt. Now, it's how he's going to do with Kane and Taves, but you cannot say that he did not do well overall with the trade for the DeBrincat and Dak. He got a great pick, he got solid prospect, and that's why rebuilding. That's the way to do that. It's not easy, but I think I don't say he did good enough for me to justify what he did so far. It would take time. Seriously, Savard. Yeah, Jerry, again, you have to understand, he's a third pairing defenseman with the Montreal Canadiens. He's already signed. So you have to let him play. What you do with Savard? So I would say to you, Manfield have no spot and Montreal Canadiens to play a big role for what they have already. That's my point behind that. Like, if I would like to, right now you talk about you would like to have someone. I agree with you. I would like to have players, but you have to figure out what he does inside the lineup we have already. What he brings in the lineup, what we have already. Those factors are really important before you make a transaction in NHL. And then what you give in return for Mayfield. If they ask Sean Farrell, do you trade Mayfield? Of course, no. That's all the thing like that. I can understand your point of view, Jerry, but I don't see what he bring Mayfield for the Montreal Canadiens. I don't see that. Can you imagine the lowest team that regulate like a football, soccer? I don't see that in any sport major in NHL, major like NFL or Major League Baseball. Why do you think we should expect Milan Lucic to land? Very difficult because he has $6 million. Calgary cannot retain the money. So I still believe he's going to be with them for one more year at bottom 6, obviously. Coach, penses-tu que Logan Mailloux pourrait être la carte cachée? I don't know. Look, we heard this morning, or now last night, whatever it is anymore. I don't know where we are. Logan Mailloux maybe not start the season because of his injury. I'm a little bit concerned about his shoulder. He had the potential to become a great asset as a defenseman, but injury right now is the biggest problem. Would be interesting how he's going to develop with time. But again, if he's still missing another 3 months, that give him 2 years without hockey. That's a lot. That put him regress. So Right now, I have to. I'm on the O with Logan Mayo. So we take grab. So Sawadi grab Seiji. Sawadi grab. I still struggle with that one, Steve. You know, and I'm hi or hello, like Sawadi grab. Like they thank for everything. It's pretty good people. Coach, I read yesterday. The coach said that Price and Drouin have a major issue fight, and that Price said he did not plan to play against Sloan Drouin as a team. Do you heard this too? I never see that, Peter. And those kind of stuff like that, I don't believe it in hockey. Like, all right, let's trade Jonathan Drouin tomorrow, Peter. Right? We trade Drouin to Vegas for nothing. Future consideration. Do you believe now Carey Price play hockey the next day? I don't think so. Those stuff like that, I'm always skeptical about this, Peter. I don't know where it's coming from, but I did not hear that. Thanks so much, RJ. 5215. Thanks so much, RJ. I did not look about this. Was something we have to look about this for sure. Peter, le Q about this one with that. Que penses-tu savoir comme capitaine? No. I know he's a French Canadian, everything like that. It's a name never been mentioned a lot. Look, Edmondson, Gallagher. If you go with Savard or Edmondson, for me, I will go with more with Gallagher before Savard. I still believe Suzuki is the captain we should get for the Montreal Canadiens. But, Savard's never been mentioned. I have to think about this, but I would go with Edmondson before Savard. But it is a good point. It's 4 a.m. Good night, everyone. Groves, have a good night. Talk to you next time, my friend. Cole, did you read the statement from Price wife? Get you will address everything when she's ready. I didn't read. I heard about this, everything. Like, she's involved with a lot of social media, and it's up and down with her. I don't follow her too much because all those wives sometimes it's just out of proportion about everything talk about. So, but I heard about this. Yeah, not a problem, Peter and the Q. I got it anyway. About this one over there. Hopefully, Steve, you're doing well. As you guys really want the coach to see it, and they're saying thanks so much, Jan. Very kind of you. I think Sutter will have the flame ready for the season. Absolutely great with you about this, Andy. And I think so too. King of Gamer. Do you think the first team to be eligible to claim player of the year would benefit the AB in the coming season? We have first. Yes, I think some teams going to release some players. I think Montreal was looking for the right defenseman. I think like Colorado could have one player out or other team. I think one of them could benefit of a Montreal Canadien a short term for sure. You never know what could be on the waiver list. So to be the fact they have the first pick is a very good advantage for the Montreal Canadien. For deep anyway. Believe it would be Buddy. Expect to pick up a decent backup goalie available. That's good point here in our tap about this goalie backup. I'm going to sleep. Have an amazing, great night, Mr. Blackhawks. I wish you a great evening, and I will see you next time. Nick, good night. Please respect chat in the future. Good hockey, good night, Nick. Everything like that. Good night, everybody. What do you think about traveling move to keep the flank competitive? Excellent. Short term, mild term, not a long term, but a short term, is the present for the Flame, right? If you think about the Flame they did for the last 2-3 years, they signed Maxstrom, Danev, they trade LANHAM, they got Toffoli, and this all the present. To losing Goudreau and Kachuk and turn around that way so fast, and maybe the team equal or better, you have to consider him the top 5 GM and maybe consider as the candidate for the trophy for the GM of the year, Andy. Great question. Last year, Miners in 2 games, 35 goal, Caulfield since 23 goal. For those who do, Caulfield will be ready because he's coming. Remember, Miner play with a Spurs center, Caulfield with Matthias. Yeah, I agree with you about this, Luciano, about Caulfield. I still believe is legit in my book. Great comments about this. Compare about Alex Savard on the 3rd pairing. No need to trade right now until the. No, it's not about trade. I agree with you, King, about Savard. I understand what you said, Coach. I agree about Savard, but someone like Minfield can add a certain physicality. You need a very young team, then from on the team. But we have Edmondson and Peter about that one over there. My point is, okay, you trade a good asset, a 2nd-round pick for Minfield, right? Now you bring Minfield only for the physicality. So where do you put everybody on that side of there? So you have Barron, Savard, Minfield, and Whiteman. Without, now you have to release or bring down Sheneman, maybe Ottinen, or maybe Harris out of the lineup, or maybe Cooley. That's the effect of Minfield. For the 4 players I just mentioned to you, who do you do? What do you do? Because you need, worst case, 8 defensemen. Emerson, Madison, in. Now you have Schoenemann, Harris, and Cooley. You have 9 defensemen right now, without counting Askinen, whatever his last name. Who do you cut? Schoenemann? That's 8. I don't see. It's really important the physicality in Minfield at the development of Harris, Cooley, and Barron. That's my point of view about this. I understand what Minfield is. But we have Whiteman, we have Savard, we have Schoenemann, we have Harris. All 4 I mentioned to you can play the same role like Minfield does for the Montreal Canadiens as the 3rd pairing. Physicality, what we need. We have Emerson. We're not a team right now to win. I don't see the purpose behind the Minfield. If you have a better way to give me this, Minfield is going to make the Montreal Canadiens better. And the next level, I can see that. But I don't see right now with Minfield. That's my point of view. I respect your point of view. But I don't know. Anyone said Adam tonight? He came early, no? And then he left. There we go. Coach, it's only $5. It's all good. Look, Savard is a bon exemple pour les jeunes, par contre. Oh, I agree with you. Look, like I said, I just didn't mention his name. He has like a 31, 32 years old now. He has some, you know, he has experience. He's been there. He speaks French. He speaks English. It's maybe the same way with Gallagher and Edmondson. They have some other thing they cannot do. He's only his 2nd year with Montreal versus 3 for Edmondson. He's starting now and many years for Gallagher. Suzuki is going to be his fourth. It's not a bad candidate, honestly. I'm not disagree with you, Luc, about that one. Mr. Roger Bouchard. Welcome back in the house, Mr. Butch. We miss you. Hopefully you're doing well. Glad you stopped by before we shut down here. Glad to see you, my friend. Ron, will Ren Suzuki will be better? Not at all. Not at all. He did not develop a lot under the Carolina Hurricane for the last 2 years. I'm not sure he will make the NHL one day. He's one of the top 10, 8 forward, or no, one of the top 8 players prospect in the Carolina Hurricane, maybe 5, but he will have a difficult time with with them. So I don't think so. He's going to become better to Nick Suzuki. What is Arizona to do this that they would like to accomplish by the end of the season? Development. That's the first thing. Second thing, they are strong with picks. They are strong with prospect. And then they try to figure out, okay, do we trade Chikron? That's the only thing they have to figure out. Otherwise, they are on the right way. I think Armstrong, nobody talk about. But since he's got the job, he's doing a great job in Arizona. Look how they build that team. It's a little bit like Bill Guérin and Minnesota Wild. Guérin does a great job over there. So that's what I can tell you about this. I see surprise goalie making the Habs preseason for the roster. Possible, Butch, about this. Traveling, make the best that he could live. It works. Yep. Carl, I will see, so really like to see Sonny Milano join the Toronto Maple Leafs. It would be a really good fit for the team. My question to you, Carl, we said, how they have enough Milano in their team already every year? The Cave, the Camp, the Eggval, Mikev, Richie. It's all the same thing all the time. It's the only thing changed the name in the back of the jersey. I think for me, for the last 3 years, the best pick was to get Michael Bunting. But overall, after that, it's always been the same way. I don't know Luciano is still here, but I think he will say the same thing. I understand your point of view, Carl. Milano have a good year with Anaheim, but it was really the first year he was really reached better potential for him. Can he repeat again? And Anaheim, he was on the top 6 over there, and he was power play. With the Leaf, he's going to be a bottom 6 and not play on power play. I'm not sure. But great question. It's a great thinking, by the way. And also, Dak, Gallagher, Jack can step in the pinch. It won't be offended. We need fighting. Make sure Jerry must receive without the rest being enjoyed last year. Yeah, I agree with you. At Dak, I don't think so, honestly, on your list. Again, it's only Edmondson, Anderson right now are really the one can push around. I don't see anybody. Peseta is another one. But I don't see this really important at this moment for the Montreal. Jake Allen better be ready. It's 30 plus goal shot per game. You're absolutely right about this. Congratulations, 1 hour stream as under 2 3 hours. Well done. I love taking hockey with you, Hockey Family Nation. Thanks so much, Mr. Enatap. We're getting there. Will Petrie gone? The Ab will score 34 more goals this season. I expect with him or without him, I expect that Montreal Canadiens be around 250 goals. I think last season was 218 this area. I think 240 to 50 would be great, but still going to give a lot of goals. And they will be at the bottom of the 5 team with the worst goal again average. Trop dur à expliquer, Luc, mais Patrice sabotait les games l'an passé. It's a marathon tonight. Last person standing win. Okay, now I'm getting out very soon. Il voulait pas gagner pour du charme. Have a good night, shot y'all, everything like that. 61 game, that's amazing. I wonder when they're going to get the road back up. It's only 2017. Development is good. I don't think so. Be a solid goaltender. He's a guy who average play around 3.00 goal again average, save percentage at 0.8, 9, 8. I don't expect too much about Montembeault, unfortunately, to be honest with you, King, about this. Petrie is de bon pour 4 saisons sur 5, c'est le problème. Honestly, overall, guys, Jeff Petrie was good players. He's only have a bad second half of this. Everything under Ducharme, he struggled. I don't know why. The beginning of the year last year and the end of the second year, the second half of the year, the COVID 56 games, Petrie struggled. The player was okay, and then he got played with hurt. But otherwise, you have to be happy. The problem with Jeff Petrie, with many other defensemen or players in Montreal, they play on the wrong chair. And maybe the money was a little bit too much for Jeff Petrie. Thank you, Mike Bergevin, again. But, you know, we make a Muppet nickname for him. But at the end of the day, we have to give him what he did very well for the Montreal Canadiens and return. But when he played bad, of course. But great analysis about you guys about this one over there. Rogers, are you in Unique? Yeah, this is my place, Roger. I'm ready to rock and roll. Look like everything looking good here. Couple of things to logistically to fix, but overall, it's pretty good. Are the Kraken going enough to keep their fans happy for long? I don't know long, but I think you can see Andy a development better this year. I think it could be more. They're going to have a better team for upcoming year. And then with Bernier, Knight, Wright, and other prospect they got, I think that's pretty good. The future is in front of them, but again, it would take a little bit longer for sure. I think overall to be all right about this. Do you see bounce back year for Petrie this year? It depends when you see a bounce back. I think he finished strong with 21 points at the end of his 35 game under St. Louis. He's on the right chair with the Pittsburgh behind the tank. Unit number 2, it'll be fine. It's not a number 1 unit for me on my book. $8 to 10 goal, 40, 50 point possible, but not. It's going to be the Jeff Petrie we're supposed to be with for next season. We have so much cap for next season. On to go, Luciano. Hey, coach, you're right, my friend, about Sonny Milano. You make a great point about him. Not a problem, Carl. We are here to do that, and I'm glad you understand my point of view, and we respect. Will Shane Wright start the NHL or AHL? Good point here, King. The center is only Bernier, Gord, honestly, with that, and Shane Wright. I think he will keep them. They will start the season in NHL and reevaluate him game by game until he reaches the game number 9, and then we'll see what he look like. But I wouldn't be surprised if he make it. Exactly. If we get a top pick this year, then next year get a couple of years, then we're ready to concentrate. Yep, so right about this one over there. Prêt à se donner des bonnes années à Montréal, but 0 contre lui. Ouais, d'accord avec toi. And guys, this complete the end of the everybody on the post that gave us a 3 years live stream for the first time. Welcome back, coach, in Thailand. I think it was pretty good. First of all, I want to thank each one of you to be with us. And we'll see when is the next one. I don't want to, we're going to be back normal because the new normal is not going to be normal. What are you talking about? Because we have new things coming very soon. So check your notification, check the bell, and we'll see what happens until the next time, guys. I want to thank each one of you to be with us tonight. Thanks for your likes and then sharing and please add more people. Join our Hockey National show. Big years coming. I can't wait to be Tuesday night. I still have a lot of work to do for the next 2 days. That's what I don't want to do too much, live stream, because the 3 hours I've been with you guys, I love it. But at the same time, I could do more for my Tuesday night. But otherwise, guys, the sun is up. The beach wait for me. The sun is right there. I can't wait to be there. Until then, my friend, I wish you an amazing, great evening. Sweet dream, honestly, for you. Me, it's a Saturday morning already. Until the next video, remember, guys, of course, you have greatness inside of you. Thanks for your participation tonight. Coach, where's the sound? I'm coming with this one over there. Don't worry. It's coming soon. I have to figure out this one over there. Where's the sound? Here we go. Thanks again for your participation tonight. It was an amazing, great first live stream directly from Pattaya in Thailand. And I wish you an amazing, great evening, everybody. And like you said, Kukan and English and Thai said thank you so much. And when we leave, we say Sawedi Crab. Have an amazing, great night, everybody. See you next time. Until the next time. Good night, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Vinny. Mr. Carl, have a good night. Luc Lafortune, Yann Genet, Kelly, always a pleasure. Yes, sir, Butch. Thanks so much, game. Bobby. Merci, merci, Luc. A pleasure. RJ, thanks so much. And out tap, always a pleasure, my friend. Good night, Kelly. You're welcome. We love you.